All right, welcome everybody to another edition of DrDelay Calling Games. I, of course, am DrDelay, and today, to start off this very long day, we have the Miami Dolphins, who come in with a 1-6 record, taking on the 3-3 Falcons. The 3-3 Falcons that are still trying to keep themselves in position to potentially win the NFC South. Of course, the Buccaneers have done a great job of keeping themselves the lead, but the Falcons still plenty of time to catch up. As you can see, the Falcons, they are, ESPN has them with a 65% chance to win. They are favored today by 6.5 against the Dolphins, despite the fact that there's no Michael Penix, as Falcons are turning to Cousins today due to Michael Penix being out. And apparently, Tua Tagovailoa, he woke up today with this swollen eye, so he is going to be kind of, I don't know. It'll be pretty difficult to play the game, I think, with one eye. But, he'll do his best, I'm sure. But that's going to be pretty tough, especially with all the stuff happening there in Miami, considering the fact that, Tua has been pretty scrutinized lately. And, of course, Mike McDaniel, he's definitely, I would say, on the hot seat. Looking over a little recap here for the Dolphins this year. They opened up, of course, at Indianapolis, where they lost 33-8. Then they played the Patriots at home. They lost 33-27, lost at Buffalo 31-21. I covered that one. They defeated the Jets 27-21. I also did cover that one. Then they lost to the Panthers 27-24, lost to the Chargers 29-27. And then they lost to Cleveland last week, which I did cover that one as well. So 31-6. So I've covered the Dolphins 3 times this year already. So 4 times is going to be, well, dang, that's a lot, honestly. Now, for the Falcons, it's the first time I'm covering them. Again, my goal is to cover every single NFL team this year. What's up, Doc? Hello, everybody. Let's go Falcons. George pulling for the Falcons today. Should be a good one. I think it can be. I think it really can be. I think this will be an underrated game on the slate. The Buccaneers, they, of course, lost to the Buccaneers in Week 1, 23-20. They then defeated the they defeated the Vikings 22-6. Lost to the Panthers 30-0, which was kind of a shocker, I think, to everybody. Everybody in the world was just confused on what happened. And then, of course, they defeated the Redskins pretty much 34-27. Then shocked the world again with the win against the Bills 24-14. Then lost to the Niners 20-10. So definitely a shock. Tom Brady's on your broadcast. Oh, nice. Tom Brady on the broadcast for, I guess that is the key game today, Giants and Eagles. Yeah, the opening slate record-wise didn't really look like the best, but I don't know. I think you'll have some sneaky good games. I think the Dolphins-Falcons game can be really sneaky good. I really do believe that. I think the Jets-Bengals game could be a really good game. I do believe that. Browns-Patriots, I think there will be a lot of noise there. Giants-Eagles, of course. I think that's going to be a decent game. Bills-Panthers. Again, the Panthers 4-2 or 4-3. I mean, that's a sneaky, decent slate there. The Bears-Ravens might be more of a rout because no Lamar. And the Niners-Texans, again, it depends really how the Texans play. So, yeah, you look at it, not the best games today, but, I do think that there'll be a decent slate moving forward. Afternoon, Doc. Great day for football here in Charlotte. Oh, yeah. No, good luck against the Bills today, man. Good luck against the Bills, the Panthers, and the Bills. Just talking about that. That could be a decent game for sure. Yeah, I'm just ready for football, though, for sure. I definitely am excited for today. Of course, the Steelers play a big game tonight, but I'll worry about that tonight. Again, the Dolphins looking to just get something going here as they are 1-6. 1-6. I mean, you could say their season is over, and you'd probably be right. But, I'm sure, again, they definitely have much higher sights as far as this game is concerned. Steelers versus Packers. Huge game today. Huge game today. Yes, that I was just really talking about that opening slate. The afternoon slate, not really much happening there. I know the Colts. The Colts play the Titans. Of course, I'll be covering Buccaneers, Saints. And then Broncos, Cowboys, which that should be a good one. I really wanted to cover it, but I was a coward. We'll see. Again, I'm still always adapting strategies going forward, but, it is what it is. Right now, of course, still commercial break. So, again, whenever the game starts, we'll be sure to get out there to Atlanta and get this game going. I'm definitely ready for some football. Yeah, college games were kind of hit and miss yesterday for me on the channel. Did pick up, some good subscribers. So that's always good. Got, what did I get? Like 17. I'll take that. 17 on a bad day. I mean, shoot, that's actually a great day for me. 17 subs in one day. Definitely ready for it. I know you did college football yesterday, but you were able to see any of the World Series game. I did not see any of it. I kept up with it. Of course, I know the Dodgers won, so there's that. Kind of a bummer for me, but it is what it is. If you're pulling for the Dodgers, that's great. But yeah, no, I definitely was bummed out. Definitely bummed out by that, but it's all good. Man, guess we're starting late today. I don't know. I know they usually start at like 01, 02, but right now it's 02 and we're still in commercial. Roll Tide. Oh, yeah. I can't believe they came back and won that. Man, South Carolina, just a bunch of chokers, I guess. I couldn't believe it. Man. I forgot to check and see if Lamar was starting today before our picks got. Oh, man. I'm sorry, Chris. That is tough. All right, looks like we are back here in Atlanta, so we are ready for some football, folks. I'm ready for some football. Showing off Raheem Morris's second year as a head coach here. Or no, his third year. Yeah, his third year. Or is it the second? I don't know. But Mike McDaniel, this is his fourth year. 500 record now. Alabama, no, they came back and won. All right, looks like we're about ready. So the Falcons will be kicking off to the Dolphins to start this one. Falcons in all black. The Dolphins white helmets, white jerseys, and turquoise pants. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and tackled at the 34-yard line. That is Eskridge on the return. So Miami will have pretty decent field position to start off this one. Again, if you're the Dolphins, I mean, I'm sure most of us would think, all right, well, the season over. It is pretty much over. But, you want to say that, you never know. You could go on a generational run, which, it's really hard to do, especially with this team right now. But it starts with today. You got to get a dub. Got to get something going. Your place of birth. Oh, Sweet Home Alabama. I got you. All right, Tua's in the pistol. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. A-Chain in the backfield. Tua drops back, looking over the middle. Fires down the right side. It is caught, but I believe he was out of bounds, as there was a lot of contact there with him and the defender. Incomplete. Who will throw more picks, Tua or Cousins? Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not really a Cousins guy. I never really was a Cousins guy, to be honest. So I would think him, but you never know. I guess today, Tua of course has an eye issue. Apparently, he woke up with a swollen eye. 2nd and 10, ball at the 34. Tua under center, receiver to the right, tight ends in tight. A-Chain, of course, in the backfield. Tua hands it off to A-Chain up the middle, breaks the tackle initially, but then runs into a flock of Falcons. And that's just going to be a gain of 1 for the Dolphins, and it'll make it 3rd and 9. Showing off Tua here. 71% completion percentage since 2024. I mean, that's the second highest in the NFL. The problem, though, is just in big games, he will kind of forget what he's doing. and in the cold weather, he will also kind of choke it up. 3rd and 9, Tua in the shotgun. Trips to the right, tight ends in tight. Tua, heavy pressure in. Down he goes. Sack. The Falcons sent the blitz. And just like that, it's 3 and out for the Dolphins. And you just have to wonder what the heck is going on in Miami. Again, a high-flying offense just a few years ago. But they look pretty weak. No one touches the strong safety. As here is the punt. 10, 20, 30, 40. About a 50-yard punt fielded at the 20. It's at the 25. Makes a guy miss at the 30. And is brought down at the 31-yard line by Cameron Good. So I would imagine they're not going to commercial here. This is Kirk Cousins. He's making his first start. I don't know. I guess since last year, I'd imagine. Of course, he's showing his, career stats. I don't know. It's just he's okay. I think he was more of a compiler. But we'll see what happens here. So 1st and 10, ball at the 32. Cousins in the pistol, sending a tight end in motion. 2 receivers to the left. I believe that's Robinson in the backfield. Bijan Robinson. Cousins hands it off to Robinson, and Robinson is not going to get much there. In fact, he gets back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more on his first carry of the day. Can't believe Hurts let go Hurts for Tua. Well, it kind of worked out, But it's just they just went with the hot hand. I think that's what happened there. 2nd and 10, ball at the 32. Cousins once again in the pistol. Cousins drops back, actually hands it off to Bijan Robinson, and he is swallowed up again. And the Dolphins defense playing hard, flying high right now, as it's now 3rd and 10 coming up for the Falcons. So we'll get to see most likely Cousins drop back to pass here. So 3rd and 10, they need to get to the 42 for a brand new set of downs. Cousins in the shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Pitts in tight. Cousins trying to drop to get him to draw off sides. Did not happen. Cousins drop back. Looking, fires. It is caught by Pitts at the 35. Makes the guy miss. He's at the 37 before he's brought down. So a 3-and-out, back-to-back 3-and-outs here to start this one between the Dolphins and the Falcons. Yeah, I think this could be an underrated game. We'll see. Hopefully we get to see that. Saquon Barkley busts out a 65-yard touchdown run. Wow. Dolphins defense isn't that bad. Well, they're showing that they're not. I don't know. I thought they were pretty not great. But I guess, I don't know. Maybe they'll look good against Cousins today. I imagine they're going to be selling out for the run if I had to guess, to be honest. As here is the punt. 10, 20, 30. And that's going to bounce short. And go out of bounds, about a 41, 42-yard punt. So the Dolphins will start their drive at the 21. So that is our first commercial break with 11:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Dolphins, Falcons, 0-0. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. This is what I do every single Sunday. I call games. Of course, I call other games during the week. But, again, you're the NFL fan, most likely. So that is what I'm going to be pulling or pushing today. So, yeah, no, definitely like and subscribe. Again, I got 3 games today. Dolphins, Falcons, Buccaneers, Saints, and the Packers, Steelers. This is what we do here on the channel. We love football on the channel. This is a football channel. Cousins is probably motivated to show he can still play. Oh, I imagine so. Yeah, I imagine so. But I don't know. I just don't. I was never a Cousins guy. I think he was more of just a compiler, I think he got the stats. I think, not to hate on, I'm not really hating on the Falcons, really just not really hating on Cousins either. It's just my opinion of Cousins. Looking at his stats here, it's just, he got the yards, that's what he did. That's what he almost got 5,000 in Washington. Yeah, I remember that. But, they never really did anything. That's the thing. I think there's just a balance of, I don't know. I just didn't really see it. Great fantasy quarterback, though. I think that is for sure Cousins. But it is what it is. Cousins has to be the richest quarterback, highest paid backup for sure. Happy Sunday, Jesus, football, beer, and barbecue. How could they not be the best day of the week? I agree. I love Sundays. Sundays are the best. I love it for football reasons, of course. I love football. Football is a great sport. The best. So, Yeah, we're just kind of waiting for commercial break here. So, again, I appreciate you guys just tuning in here. We will, of course, get back to action very soon, as the punt was like 3 hours ago. Just kidding. All right, we're back here in Atlanta again at 0-0, 11:06 left to go here in the first quarter. Both teams with 3 and outs. So, hopefully they pick it up from here. Again, I think this could be a sneaky good game. It's kind of why I picked it. But right now, not so promising, as Tua heads under center. 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight to the left. Sending a man in motion, that is Washington. Tua, play action looking, fires. It is caught at the 25. He's at the 30. Makes a guy miss. He's at the 35 and slung out of bounds at the 37-yard line. Washington with the catch, and of course he's been emerging since Tyreek Hill has been, he was knocked out for the rest of the year. And of course, again, the Dolphins, what they really do when it comes to their skill position players, they look for the fastest potential guys that they can get. That's what they have. They have speed everywhere. Happy Sunday to you, Miss Gina. 1st and 10, ball at the 38. Tua under center. I believe that's Ollie Gordon in the backfield, and it's given to Gordon. Gordon's going to get just a yard as he is swallowed up. So just a yard there for Ollie Gordon, the backup running back. GG, enjoy. Yeah, I'll try. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your Sunday as well. Everybody praises the quarterbacks, but it's the receivers that make their stats what they are. How many times do you see a terrible throw that a receiver makes play on, and everybody acts like the quarterback did it? That's fair. I think it goes both ways, but I get what you're saying 100%. I think it's a little bit of both, because you'll see the same thing. Like, quarterback can throw it right there on the receiver, 50-yard dot, and the receiver drops it, Tua in the shotgun, hands it off up the middle. This is right as he crosses the 45 and brought down at the 46-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and 2. 13 likes. Thank you very much. Yes, like it up, people. Have a great stream. You as well. Hopefully Rhino does well with the Giants and Eagles. Appreciate it for stopping on by. Thank you. 3rd and 2 coming up for the Dolphins. So much more promising drive already. I know they only had 1 first down, but considering the 3 and out that they just had, obviously, it's definitely much better. 3rd and 2, ball at the 46, Tua in the shotgun. Tua hands it off to Gordon up the middle. And he gets the first down, fumbled it, and then picked it right back up. But of course, he was already down. So that is a brand new set of downs for Ollie Gordon, who's doing this, which is kind of like part of that 6-7 meme, even though he didn't really quite have 6 or 7 yards. But, hey, first down for the Dolphins. So 2 first downs on this drive. They're looking much better here in the second drive as they're at the 49. Tua's in the pistol. 2 receivers left, tight ends in tight, sending Washington in motion. Tua, play action. Steps up, fires down the left side. It is incomplete. Waddle had it. He was shoved, and there is a flag. I imagine this will be on the secondary because there was a lot of, there was a shove there at the right before he got the ball, pretty much. Pass interference, defense, number 21. It's going to be a spot foul. That was around the 30. Yeah, no, at the 30-yard line. Oklahoma State has collapsed since Ollie Gordon left. Yeah, they're terrible. Yeah, Ollie Gordon's really good. He was a really good college running back. Yeah, Ollie Gordon was legit. So 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins at the 30. Tua is in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending him in motion, makes it trips to the right. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 25 and brought down at the 23. That was Westbrook Akine with the catch, but there is a flag. Illegal formation. Okay, number 79. Apparently he was too far back. I don't know. I'd have to look at that. I don't know. I feel like he was on, but oh, well, it is what it is. 1st and 15 here at the 35. In the shotgun is Tua. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers left. A-Chain now. He's actually walking inside and gets the handoff at the 30, at the 25, and brought down at the 24-yard line. Nice gain of about 11 for A-Chain. That is what A-Chain can do. Again, he's got the speed. He just burst forward. 2 carries, 12 yards for A-Chain. Again, he's fast. That is kind of his thing. Again, the Dolphins have speed everywhere. So 2nd and 4. Ball at the 24 for the Dolphins. Again, they're in Atlanta territory. Tua under center, 2 receivers to the right, tight ends in tight, pardon me. Tua hands it off up the middle to A-Chain, and he's fighting forward and is brought down after a gain of about 2. They're actually going to give him 3, so 3rd and 1 coming up for the Dolphins, and this is an opportunity, again, a team that only put up 6 points last week. They need to get something. They need to get something going. Need to get something going for sure. I'm sure they're looking at it as a winnable game, the Falcons. They're 3-3. They're a pretty decent team, of course. Of course, the Falcons are thinking, hey, this is a must-win. We got to win this one for sure. Tua under center. Tua hands it off to Gordon up the middle, and he's got the first down as he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That is a gain of 4. And Ollie Gordon getting involved here, pointing first down. Good stuff, Ollie Gordon. 3 carries, 8 yards. Not really impressive statistically. 2023 led the nation in rushing for Oklahoma State. Again, this guy was pretty good. 2024, I think he got hurt. Yeah, for Oklahoma State. And then, of course, Oklahoma State was terrible last year. 1st and 10, ball at the 17. Tua in the pistol. Tua tosses to A-Chain. A-Chain at the 15. And he's at the 10 before he's brought down. So that's a nice gain of 7 there for the Dolphins as they are moving the ball here. They're looking pretty good on this drive. Four carries, 22 yards. I mean, it's not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. So 2nd and 3. 2 in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Tua drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is dropped by Westbrook-Ikhine. He was right there. The throw was right there. He just flat out dropped it. Would have been a first down. I don't know about a touchdown, but who knows what would happen if he caught it and turned and would have just had one man to beat. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Dolphins. So 3rd and 3, 4:52 left to go here in the first quarter. That's a good looking drive here. They need to get to the 7 for a brand new. Send it down. Tua in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off to Gordon up the middle. He's extending. Did he get there? I don't think he did. Gordon can't believe it. He thinks he got it. He thinks he extended. Gordon is talking a lot of noise. Are you doing another game today after this one? Yes, I'll be doing Buccaneers Saints and then Steelers Packers. Dylan, a fan, and touchdown Browns from 18 yards out. Yep, good stuff. Yeah, Browns definitely a sneaky pick to win today. Waller got hurt. He was key in the red zone. Oh, geez. 4th and 1 at the 8. They need to get to the 7, sending a man in motion. They're under center. Tua hands it off up the middle. Gordon extending. I think he got there initially, and they're going to say he did. And the Falcons can't believe it. They're beside themselves. But on the initial attempt, I think he got there. All he needs to get it to is the Wow, that's great eyes by the official. But yes, no, he definitely got it. So 1st and goal. Now, he may do this. Morris may put the challenge flag out there. He's so close. He has it in his hand. He's going to challenge. Yep, a challenge here. Again, they're going to see the spot of the ball, but I think initially he got there. That's what I think. I think it's going to be 1st and goal. Also, was hoping he'd do the Bucs game today. Oh, yeah. Again, it's kind of a, I don't know. I just kind of look for games that might give me the best chance for an audience. And, of course, I don't know. I obviously want to look at games that I think could be closer than most people would think. So, I don't know. Take that as you will. I know you are a Buccaneers fan, so, but I don't know. I think today could be a good one in New Orleans. I mean, the Saints usually play the Buccaneers tough, so we're going to be looking at that one pretty good, yeah. So again, this one might be, of course, still on while that one is on, because this one, or that one's at 3:05, 4:05, depending on your time zone. But as soon as this one ends, I'll take like a minute or two break, and then I'll come back and call that one. Should be a good one. Oh, yeah, I think so. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Definitely helps out the YouTube algorithm. The likes help it out. Again, I don't get the most subs, but, I'll get, if the likes tell YouTube that, hey, you know what, this guy's pretty good despite the lack of subs, then, hey, it'll push me up in the YouTube algorithm. It'll push me up further when you search up Dolphins and Falcons. So definitely would appreciate it. Of course, again, subscribe to the channel as, that definitely helps, of course. But, yeah, we're a growing channel. Again, 1,300 subs since the beginning of August. So we are definitely a growing channel. Morris wasting a challenge. Yeah, I don't know. And to me on the replay, it looked like he clearly got there. I don't understand that. But, of course, I mean, to be fair, Morris is talking to people upstairs like, hey, are you sure about this? Like, do you think we can win? So, I mean, that's a lot there as well. So the people upstairs are delusional. Dylan, 3 for 3, 35 yards and touchdown. Nice. You're not lying. Yeah, so, I mean, again, I was kind of thinking on Browns, Patriots as well. I actually initially had Bears, Ravens, but that was only that was taken away because Lamar wasn't going to play. But, yeah, had Lamar played, I actually would be covering that one instead. But definitely not. But, yeah, Lamar will be actually, yeah, shoot, this will be the third. This next week will be the third week in a row I do the Dolphins. Geez, yeah, Dolphins, Ravens on Thursday night, I believe. So, man, oh man. Again, I do appreciate you guys hanging out. Feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as possible. Of course, I do have a poll. 70% of you guys have the Falcons winning, 30% have the Dolphins winning, and yeah. So the call stands. Yeah, I don't understand the challenge there. To me, again, if you have people upstairs with a better view than you, they should get that call right every time. So 1st and goal, but now there's a brief timeout. Okay, so apparently there's a medical timeout. You think they would have done this? Think you would have done this during the commercial break? So I don't know what's going on. All right, well, we have so Ingold here. I think he's a fullback tight end. He's going to go to the blue tent. So it's interesting. Only reason he's getting called off the field is because of the delay. So that's always weird. I mean, hey, what if they didn't have the challenge? He would still be playing, and then this would never have happened. Interesting. All right, 1st and goal here at the 7. Tua under center. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to right, sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off to Achan busting outside at the 5, extending, but he's brought down at the 3. That's a gain of 4. So second and goal coming up for the Dolphins. Again, they're at the 3. They're looking good here. The Dolphins looking good on this drive. Just a lot of run. Not much of the pass here, and maybe that's the success, that or the secret sauce to their success, I guess. So second and goal, ball at the 3. Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right. 2 running backs in the backfield. Both to Tua's left. Tua drops back, looking, fires. It is caught by Achane, and he walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. And the Dolphins open up the scoring here, 6-0. In Atlanta, of course, we're pending the extra point. Morris can't believe it. That's Achane's 4th receiving touchdown. So we're just going to append the extra point here. Again, Tua apparently had another guy open, so the Falcons busted coverage on that play on both sides of the field. 10 rushes, only 3 passes. Maybe that's the way you got to do it. The snap to hold the kick, it is up. It is good. So 7-0 is your score. Miami leading over Atlanta with 2:33 left to go here in the first quarter. Achane Waddle. Oh, yeah, we got you for Achane. Get a call off. Oh, it's all good. Again, you do what you got to do. All right. Again, appreciate you guys bringing out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, this is the channel for you. I bounce around the NFL. Of course, I cover every Steelers game. You probably could guess that. But yeah, again, when it comes to the NFL during the day, I try to bounce around and get as many games as I possibly can. So, all right, let's check out what's happening across the NFL. I'm kind of curious myself. Bengals leading 10-0 over the Jets. Again, the Jets going with Fields. He was benched, and then Tyrod gets hurt, so now he's back. So it's kind of an awkward situation there. I don't know. It's kind of a mess over there in New York. Browns leading 7-3 over the Patriots. Eagles leading 7-0 over the Giants. Bills 3, Panthers 0. The Bears leading 6-0 over the Ravens, and the Texans lead 3-0 over the Niners. So that is your scoreboard update, which is brought to you by Coffee Beans, Eduardo Hernandez, Sorry Cat, and Hammer. Thank you again for your support. You 4. Trying to hit a touchdown prop parlay. Oh, I got you. Bucks Cavs, good game. Pats went 3 and out. Scatterbo touchdown. Oh, really? That just happened? Yeah, I guess. Okay. Well, yeah. 7-7. Yeah, that could be a sneaky game. Hey, the Giants win that one. Then the Eagles are going to start questioning themselves like, man, what the heck? What's going on with us? All the Cavs got to do is stop the freaking score, and that is pretty much it. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm not much of an NBA guy. I'm just a casual when it comes to all that. So, but yeah, feel free to chat about it down below. I just won't, be able to respond to it. That's okay. That's okay. I got other things I got to tend to here on the stream. Again, the Dolphins leading 7-0 as we're back here in Atlanta. Dolphins looked really good on that drive. Was it a 14-play drive? So, that was a 13-play drive. 13 plays, 79 yards, took off 8:33 off the clock. It was a very efficient and a very good drive for the Dolphins. Now the Falcons and Cousins going to have to respond here. Again, there's a lot of people, a.k.a. me, that doubt Cousins. So maybe you can just put up a masterclass, get a classic Cousins game going here, 300 yards plus. But, we'll see. As there is the kickoff. That's fielded at the 11. He's at the 20, the 25, the 30, and slung down at the 31-yard line. So that's where the Falcons will begin their drive again. Pretty decent field position. That's usually pretty good. Anything past the 25 actually is decent, and then 30 is good. Yeah, whatever, anyway. All right, a scoreboard update again. Joe Flacco with the tush push. First rushing touchdown since 2017. That was with the Ravens. So look at him go. If the Giants beat the Eagles twice in 3 weeks, my head will explode. 100%. 100%. Same here, possibly. First and 10 at the 31. Cousins under center, sending a man in motion. Cousins, play action. Drops back, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 50 and brought down at the 45. That is Kyle Pitts. So just like that, one play, they're in Miami territory. Cousins finding the guy open in the middle. Again, he had Robinson open in the flat. I was wondering if he would go with him, but no. Elected with the big man down the field. So 1st and 10 for Atlanta as they are in Miami territory. Ball at the 45. Cousins in the pistol. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Tight ends in tight, sending Pitts in motion. Pitts is now out wide. Cousins snaps it, tosses it to Pitts. He's at the 40 and lowers the boom at the 39-yard line. Pitts is a freak of nature. He is definitely a big guy and athletic and fast. He's got a great combination for the tight end. Just hasn't been able to really, get what many people thought would be, just a good career. People thought, hey, this guy's an instant, pretty much a guaranteed 1,000-yard tight end every single year. You think the Steelers made a close game against Green Bay? Yes, I do. As we hand it off to Robinson up the middle, and Robinson is just devoured. Robinson hasn't been able to find anything today, as he does get a yard, but you can see right there, 3 carries, 1 yard for Robinson. Again, I don't know who wins. I think the Packers are the better team there, Donovan, but I'm hopeful that the Steelers can make it a good game and possibly steal one, because I do think the Packers are really good. 3rd and 3 for Atlanta. They need to get to the 35 for Brandy. Send it downs. Cousins in the shotgun. Trips to the right. One receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. Cousins drops back. Looking to his right. Moving to his right is Cousins. Oh, he's fading back and throws it away. And that's where Cousins, again, he doesn't really have the mobility that he used to. Even in his prime, he wasn't the fastest guy in the world. But you get a little bit of pressure, and it's going to be a problem. And to be honest with you, it looked like he actually brought the pressure with himself because, it was actually decent protection. And perhaps there was nobody open down the field, but he faded out to the right, and that allowed Phillips to have pretty much a free shot at him. It looks like they're going for it here on 4th and 3. They need to get to the 35. Again, they're at the 38. Cousins in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Cousins drops back, looking to his right, over the middle, and it's going to check it down. It's caught at the 35, and he gets the first down as he's brought down at the 34. That is Algier, who's been a vulture of taking Bijan Robinson's touchdowns a lot, especially the rookie year. I'm sure many of us remember that in fantasy purposes. As it looks like that's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. The Dolphins leading 7-0 over the Falcons. But the Falcons are in Miami territory at the 34-yard line. So they will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Wish you would have known Cousins was starting this game. Yeah, I think that was announced like Friday or Saturday, I think. It was pretty late in the week. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, if you like what you're seeing, if you're a fan of the NFL, this is the channel for you. This is what I do. I call games. So hopefully you like what you're listening to today. Of course, again, today, obviously doing Dolphins, Falcons, but I do bounce around the league. Just looking at the past, you can see here Packers, Browns, Broncos, Jets, Buccaneers, Seahawks, Vikings, Niners, Rams. Again, I bounce around. I try to bounce around. Cardinals, Chargers, Patriots. Again, my goal is to cover at least every team once. Falcons is my first time covering the Falcons. If there's any Falcons fans here, this is my first time. So, Dolphins actually my 3rd or 4th time now. Jeez, but it just works out. Again, it's kind of random. Of course, I cover every Steelers game, so Steelers games take priority here on the channel, as I am a big Steelers fan, believe it or not. But yeah, no, I definitely appreciate you guys. We'll check out some scores across the NFL. For the moment here, we have the Bengals leading 10-0 over the Jets. Browns leading 7-3 over the Patriots. Eagles, Giants 7-7. Bills 3, Panthers nothing. Bears 6, Ravens nothing. Texans 3, Niners 0. That's what's happening across the NFL. Of course, this afternoon, not many games. Buccaneers and Saints, Cowboys, Broncos, Titans, and the Colts. Not much happening this afternoon. Then the Sunday night game. Oh, yes. Nick, I will be here for sure. Steelers, Packers. That is pretty much a guarantee. Don't really do well on Sunday night, so, might not do well at all. But, again, I'm covering every Steelers game anyway. So, maybe this week I do better than I normally do on Sunday night. And then that gives me false confidence to do next week's Sunday night game. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out. Get false confidence to do another Sunday night game, which would be Seattle and Washington. Interesting. All right, it's going to be a brand new set of downs. 1st and 10 at the 34. Cousins in the pistol, sending a man in motion. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle, swings it out to Robinson. He's at the 35 and steps out of bounds at the 33-yard line as there were three Dolphins in the area. And, really couldn't do much there. You like the Bears over Baltimore? Yeah, me too. Again, I originally was going to cover that game, but ended up not because of the Lamar Jackson situation not playing. 2nd and 7. Or 2nd and 8, I should say. Ball at the 32. Cousins hands it off to Robinson. Makes the guy miss. He's at the 30 and is brought down around the 25-yard line. Robinson, again, hasn't really had much to work with on the ground. You can see, again, it's just 4 carries, 8 yards. But definitely a great running back. Again, most scrimmage yards in the game. He's averaging 152 yards a game. McCaffrey at 140, Jonathan Taylor at 126, Jackson Smith and Jigba at 118. Just really good. 3rd and a long one. They need to get to the 24. They're on the other side of the 25. Cousins in the pistol. Cousins hands it off to Algier, and he's dropped in the backfield. I mean, that's got to be frustrating if you're a Falcons fan. Just you take out your best running back, and you put in your backup, and he loses a yard. That's always frustrating to see. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and I imagine they're going to go and kick a field goal here, and they are. This is Parker Romo. He's 9 for 12 this season. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up. It is good. And the Falcons are on the board. The Dolphins, of course, still leading 7-3 with 12:59 left to go. Grew up a Dolphin, but my money is on the Falcons today. So Falcons fan. Giants, Bengals, Bucks, San Francisco under, Denver moneyline Colts. Oh, geez. Yeah, sorry, Thomas. No, the Falcons had to settle for 3 here. Folks, again, appreciate you guys hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like the broadcast style. Again, I try for that traditional broadcast style. So hopefully that sounds good to you. And you like and subscribe. That's pretty much all I really got to say. I just checked over a score, so I'll check over it again a little bit later after probably the next commercial break. But again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out and let me call this game for you guys. Again, I know there's a lot of people calling games on NFL Sunday. It's just the way it is every single time. But yeah, hopefully I'm doing a decent enough job for you to like and subscribe. I'm seeing a lot of Madden simulation. Isn't that insane? I look up Falcons, Dolphins. I'm seeing, of course, Chat Sports. The people that ask for money every 2 seconds, they're calling the games, of course, for the Dolphins and Falcons. That's what they do. It's that was a great play by Bijan Robinson. By the way, you can go ahead and you can go ahead and donate down below if you like, folks. I mean, it's not that hard to click that button and, donate to the channel. I mean, definitely helps us out a lot, as there's a pass by Cousins caught by Pitts. And, oh, by the way, folks, if I haven't mentioned it already, you guys can go ahead and donate down below. Yeah, that's literally what Chat Sports does. It's pretty terrible. Got to get you more viewers. Appreciate it. Yeah, no. We're growing. It's growing. It's pretty hit and miss sometimes, man. There'll be days where I pop off and it's like, dude, let's go. That's the potential of the channel. And then, of course, there's days where it's just I have no chance. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is, man. Browns rookie Carson just picked off Drake. Wow. Yeah, again, I think I picked the Browns. I really do believe I picked the Browns to win. I was really feeling the upset in that one. It was speaking to me. Not saying it's going to hold or anything. I did pick the Browns. Look at that. I'm one of the 6% that did. Just had a feeling. Maybe they keep it going. I don't know. All right, so we're back here again. 12:59 left to go here in the second quarter. Again, the Falcons able to get on the scoreboard at least. Set over 9 plays, 43 yards, 434. Taking off on the clock there on that drive. So the Falcons will boot it away. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, and Gordon takes a shot at the 27-yard line. Ollie Gordon, the backup running back, again, he's been looking pretty good. Persistence. I like the Browns took him. Yeah, no, I don't know. Just feeling an upset. A lot of stuff happened on CBS. Army, Air Force. I didn't see the 2:30 game. And then 7:30 got Washington State and Oregon State. So that is interesting there. Pac-12 matchup there. 1st and 10 for Tua. Tua under center, receiver to the left, receiver to the right, sending a man in motion. Tua drops back, looking, checks it down to 8-chain. He's at the 30. He's at the 35 and slung down across the 37-yard line. Don't know where they're going to mark him, but he's going to have the first down regardless. Again, how that last drive worked for the Dolphins was, just a run, and then a little bit more run. They ran the ball 10 times on that drive with 3 passes. Now here, they open up with a little screen. Again, you got to change it up, of course. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Tua is in the pistol. Receiver left, receiver to the right. Tua. Play action. He tosses it out, gets it off in time, but he's not going to have much. Yeah, the Falcons were all over that one. That was Ingold on the play there. Or Ingold on the catch and, gain of nothing. Showing off what's happening here in Baltimore. Baltimore up 7-6 over Chicago. Derrick Henry, his 111th rushing touchdown. So congratulations to him. He is a Hall of Famer, folks. He is really good. He is elite. 2nd and 10, ball at the 37. Tua under center as he tosses to Achane. Achane taking it outside. He's at the 40 and tripped up at the 42-yard line. That's a gain of about 5. Browns missed the field goal. Okay, well, you guys let me down now. Again, I had a lot of faith in you guys. No, I'm sorry, next Saturday. They were just showing off what they're doing on CBS. No, yeah, my bad. Yeah, no. Not happening today. College would not compete with the NFL. I mean, yeah, they just wouldn't. They wouldn't do it. It would be unwise. 3rd and 4, Tua in the shotgun. Trips to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Tua drops back, looking to his right, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. He had Washington wide open in the flat, and Tua just airmailed it. What in the world? Would have been a first down. Again, that's part of the problems with Tua. He's just so inconsistent. What in the world? Just Washington wide open. Washington made a great effort for the ball. I mean, Oh, man, that's a killer for the Dolphins. Hurts fumbled on the rush, or the tush push, and the refs called forward progress even though he was still going forward. Wow, that is rotten. Fair catch signal made at the 8. So that's where the Falcons will begin their next drive. Good punt. And there's a flag. So flag on the play. Again, Dolphins have pinned them inside the 10, but of course we're just waiting for the call. After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness against the Falcons. Number 84. Felipe Franks, the guilty party. So I don't know. I don't see nothing. All right. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 4 whenever we do come back. It was a first down. Can't challenge it. It was forward progress. Well, I don't know. I mean, again, I get why you can't challenge it. That just doesn't, I don't like it. I don't like the tush push to begin with. And then, calling forward progress, like, I don't know. I don't like when refs have a quick whistle either. I don't like that. It is what it is. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel for more play-by-play with DrDelay. Good morning, bro. Good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you as well, Robert. Thank you again for tuning in. Again, we're just calling game 1 of game 3 today. Long day for me on the channel. It's really the weekends for me. I have no social life on the weekends. And really no social life during the week either. Yeah, no, again, I'm on here all the time trying to make this channel into something great. It definitely has the potential. Again, we're moving up in the right direction. Some days are better than others, but that is just the way it goes. Again, yesterday was on here 3 times. May dial it back. Saturdays have been kind of a miss lately, so we'll see on Saturdays. I don't know. That's just a tough one. I have to be really careful going forward. I have to kind of look at it again, how I should reevaluate Saturdays going forward. Sundays are pretty much a guarantee I'll be here 3 games. So my Sundays are going to be here all day pretty much. But Saturdays, I don't know anymore. I'm still debating on that. Back-to-back weeks of just struggling performances for Saturday games. It is what it is. So I might have to just, I don't know. I'll just have to look at it. I'll have to look at it some more. But, yeah, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay as we're working our way back here to Atlanta, where Atlanta's going to have the ball inside their own 4. Because that was a good punt. And, of course, again, there was a penalty, an unnecessary roughness, which was half the distance. Of course, they're already at the 8, so, didn't really impact them much. A 4-yard penalty. So 1st and 10, ball at the 4. Cousins sending a man in motion. Cousins hands it off. This is Algier. And Algier is able to get out of the end zone, but barely. Oh, man. So they're going to be at the 1. Always grinding. Yep. Oh, I have to be. Oh, man. Again, the Falcons surviving, just getting out of the end zone. So they're going to be at the half-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and 13 at the 1. And they try like the little quarterback sneak there just to get some breathing room. So that was actually a gain of 2, believe it or not. So that makes it 3rd and 11. Again, just interesting stuff. Again, you take out Robinson for some reason. I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Robinson to me is like a bell cow. He can play every down. So 3rd and 11. They need to get to the 14. They're at the 3. And they hand it off to Robinson up the middle. And he only gets a few yards. And the Falcons fans are booing, and I don't blame them at all. That's pretty disgusting play calling. So 3 and out, I mean, they only get a few. Thank you. Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys. I really do. Barkley touchdown. Wow, the Eagles scored a touchdown after. It's like things like this really chip away my love for watching football. I totally get it. It's pretty much with me and the Chiefs, really. So Pinion ready back to punt. As here it is. Boots it away. And fields it at the 50s, at the 45. Hurdles. Still on his feet at the 40, but now he's tripped up. Good return, and the Dolphins will have a short field with 8:30 left to go. I'll be here all day. All right, I'll try my best to give the best coverage I can, Robert. I appreciate that. What's going on, Doc? It's Joseph Brosif. I'm on a girl's iPad watching Red Zone. Oh, I got you, man. Appreciate you. Got nothing really happening. I mean, we got Dolphins and the Falcons. Dolphins look good on the second drive. The Falcons had a decent drive their last time, not this past one. That was pretty terrible. But other than that, it's been all right. Been hanging out. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe if you like what you're listening to, folks. Let's see here. We have the Bengals leading 17-3 over the Jets. Of course, everything's in the second quarter right now. Browns leading 7-6 over the Patriots. Eagles leading 14-7 over the Giants. The Bills leading 6-3 over the Panthers. Ravens leading 7-3 over the Bears. And the Texans lead 6-0 over the Niners. Yeah, I'll tell you what, with the referee stuff like that and what happened with the NBA, the NFL better chill out. That's all I'm going to say, because they have been, obviously we've been criticizing officials and for a long time with the NFL. I mean, if they get in trouble, they will. It's going to be a huge, financial thing, I think, to the NFL, because so much money with the NFL. Flacco slinging it today. Yeah, apparently looking good. Falcons have gone down the tube since 2016. Don't blame the fans. Blowing, yeah. Well, that was just horrible play calling. I don't know what in the world. Again, they take out Robinson on the first play. Algier loses 3 yards. And then you see the quarterback sneak from the 1. Where did we see that? A few years ago with Joe Judge and the Giants with Daniel Jones. Remember that? That was horrible. That led to Judge being fired. And then, of course, you hand it off the middle, on 3rd and 11. It's like you're not even trying. So if you're a Falcons fan, you got to be really frustrated with that series of plays. And I don't blame you. My frustration's with you. I just hate stupid football. That's just me. I hate bad play calling. I hate dumb mistakes. I hate bad officiating. I hate a lot of things. That is one of those 3. Again, that's just dumb. Falcons are going to lose. Just feels that way. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. Again, it's still early, but yeah, I don't know. It's like they're not playing to win right now. The Dirty Birds. Yeah, what are we talking about? I don't know. The Eagles. Yeah. The Eagles, man. I don't know. I just don't like that, man. The referees impact the game too much, especially in the NFL. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Again, they have great field position at the 40-yard line. Tua in the shotgun, sending a man in motion. Tua moving to his right now. Steps up, fires. It is caught at the 25. This is Waddle at the 20 and brought down at the 18. Waddle waddling his way down for a first down. And just like that, they are inside the red zone. Flacco still has a rocket arm and a lot of weapons. Yeah, no, I think the Bengals are, I think they're going to be a legit team. Flacco's going to do a good job until Burrow is back. I believe that. So 1st and 10. Ball at the 18. Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tua hands it off to Achane. Achane trying to bounce it outside, cuts it inside, but there's nothing there as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe giving him a yard. I'm not too sure. Looks like they are giving him a yard. So, yeah, not much happening for Achane. 7 carries, 33 yards for Achane, and he's been a pretty good back. He always averages a good, almost averages 5 yards a carry almost every time. I'd have to look at his stats, actually, for his career. I'm curious on that. 2nd and 9, ball at the 18. Tua in the pistol. Tua takes the snap. Play action. Checks it down. It's caught. He's trying to fight forward, but he can't get nothing going. So that was Westbrook Akine, I think. Or no, was that not him? That was Cedric Wilson. Cedric Wilson Jr. I haven't really seen him much. Cedric Wilson Jr., the son of Cedric Wilson, of course, obviously. But, hey, he played for the Steelers. That's why I bring that up. Cedric Wilson, a Steelers legend, kind of. Was there for a few years. 3rd and 7. They need to get to the 8 of this show. Mike McDaniel, he looks very scared. I'm not going to lie. And I don't blame him. His job is on the line. In the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Tua jumps back, looking over the middle, dumps it off. Oh, it's a screen, but it's tipped up in the air, and it's almost intercepted, but not able to be hauled in, so it falls incomplete. Tua gets lucky. Oh, and you have to be really frustrated if you're a Dolphins fan. Again, he had great field position. Now you're only going to come away with potentially a 3. Chris holds him to 3. He wants him to hold him to 3. Oh, the 2 Falcons were fighting over the ball. Oh, geez, that is frustrating. Riley Patterson on. He's 9 for 10 along of 47. This is only a 34-yard attempt from the right hash. The snap, the hold, the kick. It is up. It is right down the middle. It is good. And the Dolphins lead 10-3 over the Falcons with 6:14 left to go here in the second quarter. They will step away. I, of course, will be right here. Once again, folks, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the style that I offer, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. And keep in mind, folks, that, this is not a chat sports broadcast. Yes, I'm going to be throwing a lot of shade to chat sports. As, again, they ask for money every 2 seconds. Again, what would have happened there on that play? So what happened here? We had a run with Achan up the middle. Doesn't get much. By the way, folks, you can donate down below. And then what happened on the next play? It was like a little pass to Wilson. So that's a gain of 3. By the way, folks, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but make sure, again, to donate. Definitely hit that subscribe and join button for sure. Super chats are available. And then, of course, on that, what happened next? Oh, yeah, a batted screen, incomplete pass. I was like, oh, yeah, by the way, folks. Again, that's all they do there in chat sports. I don't like them. They lost a lot of respect from me. Okay, all right, what we have here, we have the Bengals leading the Jets 17-10. The Jets kind of making a game of it. That's another thing with the Bengals. Yeah, I think they'll be really good, but I feel like they can also lose to anybody now with Flacco. That's just the Flacco experience. Browns and Patriots. Browns leading 7-6. The Eagles leading 14-7 over the Giants. Bills over the Panthers right now 12-3. The Ravens leading 7-6 over the Bears, and the Texans shutting out the Niners 13-0. Jeez, I guess I'm eating tuna melts for lunch. What y'all eating? I don't know what I'm eating. I do not like tuna. My wife loves tuna. I just don't like tuna. I wish I had Kirk Cousins. I wish I had known. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. Sorry, Tori. Yeah, Kirk is... He's something. I mean, he's efficient right now, I guess, statistically speaking. I won't say as a player, but, 5 for 6, 41 yards. So he's completing at a high percentage. But, yeah, no Penix today. Penix was hurt. Yeah, just had tuna on a bagel. Digital panhandling is a big thing. Yeah, I mean, it's all they... Yeah, I don't like it. My goal is to earn most, like 99% of my money from YouTube/sponsors. Obviously, I'm going to have to work my butt off to make that happen. But that is the goal. Like, that's what I want. And of course, if I'm making a bunch of money, like if I'm able to like be in the upper class, obviously that would take a lot of work. As it's fielded at the 15, he fumbles, picks it up to the 20, he's at the 25 and brought down 27. Then I would just turn off the monetization part. So I would take no donations and all that stuff. But that's, of course, if I actually 100% make it. But yeah, that's a goal of mine, to actually turn that off in the future. So Because I don't know. I feel like everyone's struggling right now. Like 90, 98, 99% of America is struggling. I'm part of that, so I totally get it. 1st and 10 at the 28. Under center is Cousins. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. And there's a false start. So that's going to back him up 5. Always grinding. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm really want this, man. I would love to do this. I would love to do this for a living, dude. Of course, I understand that I have to evolve. Like, outside of calling games, I have to do something else. So I'm kind of thinking on what else I can do. But yeah, I'm definitely brainstorming, and because I don't really know how to make videos. I don't know what I can use illegally on footage. You see people using all the time, but then you try something and you get copyright struck. Cousins in the shotgun. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 30, leaning forward, and he's brought down to the 35. That is Sills. Sills the 5th, apparently. David Sills the 5th, making his first appearance of the day. Bad entry for the Giants. Didn't see all of it. Oh, geez. That's tough, Joseph. Looks like the Bills, again, they're showing off James Cook with a huge touchdown there. 2nd and 3. Ball at the 35. Cousins in the pistol, snaps it, and oh, man, that was quick. And down he goes. Sack. Brooks with the sack. That's a loss of 5. Do you golf or fish? I used to golf like every now and then, but I was never good. Fish? No, I've never went fishing. My father-in-law really wants me to go with him one day. I will eventually. I don't know. It'd be a good thing to do. It'd be a good skill to have, especially if the end of the world happens, 3rd and 8 here at the 30. They need to get to the 38. Cousins drops back, steps up, looking over the middle, fires. It is overthrown, incomplete. Pass intended for Mooney. And the Falcons fans are booing yet again. Oh, they are frustrated, and I don't blame them. Again, the Falcons fans have really seen a very poor Falcons team the last few drives here. Scatavo being carted off. Man, that is tough. If you guys have listened to got help from Mr. Ballin, I don't know about this stuff, but 3 guys actually got help from. Interesting. I know Mr. Ballin. Yeah, no, he does more of like the horror type thing in the story format. He's seems like a great guy. I just don't know. I mean, since I'm doing sports, I don't know how all that would work. As he punts it, fielded at the 16, and immediately brought down. Great coverage. Who was this? He deserves a shout out here. If he turns around, I can see his name. I can't see his name. We'll see if I can see it here. Looks like that was tackled by Ford. Jeez, great tackle. So 4:40 left to go here in the second quarter. Dolphins will have the ball at their own 18. Commercial break. Scatterbo broken leg. Wow, that's crazy, man. Oh, again, he's been obviously, in social media a lot. That's crazy. That stinks. It's done for the year. That is sad. Well, hopefully he'll come back stronger next year, man. Broken leg. That is tough. So Scatterbo out for the year. Eagles defender all over the wide receiver. No PI. That gets called most teams. Yep. The Eagles are like the Chiefs, pretty much. NFC version of the Chiefs. So they're going to get every call or non-call to go their way. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, college football, make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel. It is fast and free and easy to do. Let's see here. We'll go ahead and check out some scores. Again, apparently Scatterbo is out for the year. That is devastating. Let's see here. Bengals leading the Jets 17-10. Browns leading the Patriots 7-6. Eagles leading the Giants 14-7. Bills leading the Panthers 12-3. The Ravens leading the Bears 10-6. I think that's kind of a surprise to most of us. And then, of course, the Texans leading the Niners 13-0. I would say that's another surprise. But yeah, no, that's a bummer. But I appreciate it, Keith, for the comment there. Yeah, no, that's interesting. I'll look into that. I'll have to do some research on all that stuff. But, you know, definitely would be cool to do this again for a living. Would love to do it. Would love to do it. So we're just kind of waiting to get back into action here. Sometimes they'll milk these commercials. Sometimes they will just commercial us to death. Not much happening through the air in this one. So we're back here again. 4:40 left to go here in the second quarter. 10-3 is your score. Dolphins, of course, leading. So Tua under center. Drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 30. He's at the 35 and brought down at the 37. That's a gain of 19. That is Westbrook Akine with the catch. And maybe, hey, the Dolphins can get something going here again. You're a long-suffering Eagles for many, many years. Oh, you're an Eagles fan. Oh, okay. I feel like I should have known that. Well, hey, I'm sorry. You guys have joined the dark side of the NFL. So 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. Punt, touchdown, punt, field goal. Very inconsistent. That sounds about right with the Dolphins. As Tua is under center, setting a man in motion. Tua hands it off up the middle, and he is not going to get much. That is right on the carry as he's tripped up after a gain of 2. During commercials, I try to run errands. They're so long. 100%. You have time to go to town, grab a bite to eat, come back, and you don't miss any of the game. Now I'm mad the Niners are losing. Only wish I didn't pick them. Yeah, I picked the Niners as well. 2nd and 8. Tua in the shotgun. Receiver left, receiver to the right. Tua drops back, looking to his right, fires. It's caught at the 40. Waddle pushed out of bounds around the 43-yard line. Waddle, 2 catches, 28 yards on the day. Again, he's been the guy that has really had to step up since Tyreek got injured, but I don't really think he's had a fair opportunity to do so. And just with the poor offense, the poor quarterback play, poor everything. But Waddle is legit. I do think he can be a number 1 for sure. 3rd and 3 for the Dolphins. They're at the 43. They need to get to the 46. Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tua takes the snap. Hands it off up the middle. This is Gordon. He takes it outside at the 50 and slides down at the 45-yard line. Gordon was definitely swallowed up the middle, but then he bounced it outside and was able to find some extra yardage. Good stuff by Gordon. Wow, good stuff by Gordon. Again, it's just up the middle. Oh, the Falcons were all over it. But again, Gordon doing a good job of bouncing it outside, getting the first and 10 at the 46. Tua is under center. It looks like they may take this to the 2-minute warning. And they are. So the 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. Dolphins leading 10-3 and driving as they're at the Atlanta 46. Done Raheem Morris. He looks really concerned. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Check in and give you a thumbs up. Thank you, bud. I appreciate it. Yes, those likes are definitely helpful to the channel. Very much so. Again, it helps me compete against, the big guys. Of course, Chat Sports, they're going to dominate. Of course, there's other people, of course, that have been doing Dolphins games or Falcons games forever. So obviously, they're going to do great as well. But again, I'm just trying to cover everybody. Maybe it would help if I stuck to one team, but I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't do that. It's definitely not what I want to do. I want to be a channel for everybody. That's just kind of how I want to do it. Injured Penix is better than Cousins at 110%. Probably. I don't know. I think it was an injured, quad or something like that. I don't think he could move. I give the doc to something. Thank you. Again, I appreciate it. Yeah, I do appreciate it. But yeah, 2-minute warning here in Atlanta. Dolphins again looking better today. Of course, the Falcons aren't really looking that great. Honestly, the Dolphins only have 133 yards. That is honestly not that great. Now, if they are able to finish this drive, it would look a lot better. But, you know, you double that, it's 266, which is not good for the whole game. The Falcons only with 59 yards of offense. I mean, this is atrocious. This is definitely atrocious. Dolphins have dominated time of possession. They're at 17:33. The Falcons at 10:27. So, yeah, no, it's definitely been a rough one. The Falcons have converted no third downs. I didn't even realize that. They're 0 for 5 on third down. So, yeah, no, that is a killer. Live spread now, 3.5 for the Dolphins. Jeez. So we're back here in Atlanta again. The Dolphins leading 10-3, and they're driving. They are driving at the 46-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Dolphins. A-Chain's in the backfield. Tua under center. Receivers each side, sending a man in motion. Tua tosses to A-Chan. A-Chan is going to be swallowed up in the backfield. Oh, man, he had no chance. That's a loss of 3 or 4 on the play, and there's a flag. The late flag. Looks like it's going to be defensive holding. Oh, that's going to be a killer. That's when you think you make a great play, and then you get called for a penalty. John Hussey, the official, still chatting it up with the official here, trying to see if they, I guess, got the number or whatnot. I don't know. All right, here we go, Hussey. Personal foul. Face mask defense. Oh, it's a face mask. Jeez. That is huge. Leonard Floyd with the face mask. Oh, man. Yeah, he just ripped off Ingold's face almost. What in the world was he trying to do? Oh, my gosh. What was he doing? Ingold wasn't the ball carrier. What the heck? Well, that's not good for the Falcons, as now that gives the Dolphins some good field position now. I mean, they're going to be at the 31. Tua in the shotgun. Trips to the left, one receiver to the right. Sending a man in motion, Tua. Fakes the pass now, swings it out to the right. It's caught by A-Chain. He's at the 30. He's at the 25 and hits around the 22-yard line for a gain of 9. And the Dolphins are driving. Ouch, indeed. Yeah, no, Ingold's face, poor guy. I mean, that guy, like, his neck was just, oh, man. I don't know what he was doing. He was just being, like, and he didn't even have the ball. It makes no sense. Why would he even do that? 2nd and 1 for the Dolphins at the 22. Tua in the shotgun. Sending a man in motion, hands it off up the middle, and Ollie Gordon gets the first down, crossing the 20 and brought down at the 19-yard line. Gordon, again, the backup guy, you look at the stats, well, that's less than 4 yards carry, but he's been getting those hard-earned runs. He really has been. Good old Alec Ingold. Remember Incognito calling him the hamster in the Raiders? Wow, really? Yeah, Incognito's call a lot of people a lot of things. Jeez, yeah, not the best person there. 1st and 10 here at the 19. Tua swings it out. It's caught, and he's slung down at the 18. That was Connor. I wanted to say Anthony Fasano. That would have been really wild, but that is not the guy. Anthony Fasano retired like many years ago. Looks like it's going to be a timeout now. So, yes, that was a gain of 1. 2nd and 9 here for the Dolphins. More like AB's Hard Knocks. Yeah. Yeah, AB was a legend. Was that proven false? Actually, you might be right. Honestly, now that I think about it. I think I might have heard something. Yeah, I'd have to look into that. Yeah. I think you may be right. That was. Yeah, I just remember. Oh, man, that was such a huge deal. That was such a huge deal. I'll look into that. Yeah, that's a good one. You liked him on the field? He was okay. I mean, he was an all right. Was he a guard, right? Guard or tackle? I remember he played for the Bills, started definitely getting a lot more praise there. 2nd and 9 at the 28, 30 seconds. No, pardon me, at the 18, 30 seconds left to go. Tua in the shotgun. Tua drops back, and there's a flag. And that'll be a false start on the Dolphins. That'll back them up. As Patrick Paul. He doesn't look too happy with himself. All right, that'll make it 2nd and 14 for the Dolphins. Again, they've been driving here, but, again, I don't know. I think it would just be frustrating for them if they had to settle for 3. It just shows that their offense isn't quite clicking. 2nd and 14. Tua in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers to the right. Tua drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is caught at the 20, but immediately brought down. That is Washington on the catch, and there's a timeout. We'll see who called it. Looks like it's going to be the Dolphins. That's interesting. I don't know why. That play call makes it 3rd and 11. So, all right, again, Tua, obviously, again, has had a rough year. Of course, I mean, if you didn't know, Tua apparently woke up today with a swollen eye. And he's wearing a visor today. Today's, kind of efficient, not really taking the deep shots. Of course, again, with the swollen eye, I don't really blame him. But 11 for 15, 92 yards and a touchdown. Not too shabby. Kirk, on the other hand, 6 for 8, 53 yards. So, again, statistically, not the worst, but... again, on the field, it has been pretty bad. 3rd and 11. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 9. Brought down pretty much right there at the 9. That's going to be a brand new set of downs. They needed to get to the 9. They get it. That is Jalen Waddle. Again, he's been, I don't know. He's a guy that I think can be a number 1 in this league. And when he gets an opportunity, he really does shine. Waddling his way to a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal with about 18 seconds. Dolphins did take their last timeout. So they're going to have to be really efficient here with everything as far as throwing into the end zone. Feel getting jersey is fun. I had a Donald Penn one a while ago. We'll grab it. Jim Otto, yeah, I know him. I guess for today's team, maybe Jackson Powers Johnson. Okay, yeah, the center, yeah. Yeah, he's not bad. I was not a fan of Donald Penn myself. That's just me. 1st and goal at the 9. Tua drops back, looking to the end zone. Moving to his left now is Tua, keeping his eyes downfield. Throws, it's caught! Touchdown! Miami Dolphins. What a throw. What a catch by Washington. Oh, my goodness. That was a great grab. Able to keep his feet in bounds and extend to the pylon. Oh, man, what a play. Again, he was sandwiched by 2 defenders. Oh, man, the margin for error there was so slim. Great stuff by Washington. Again, a great throw by Tua. Kind of give credit where credit is due. Obviously, Tua has been hated on by everybody, but that was a great throw on the run, as it's now 16-3, pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is good. 17-3, the Dolphins extend their lead by a pair of touchdowns with 11 seconds to go in the first half. He's a center, but for whatever reason, one of our offensive coaches moves him to right guard, and Gino's getting planted weekly. Dumb. That's what it is. I don't know. I hate it when it's like, this guy plays a certain position in college, so let's go and move him. Like, that makes no sense. If the Steelers do it all the time, we draft left tackles, right? Let's go and slide them to the right. That's a completely different thing. You think, oh, yeah, you can just slide. It's like Mad. You can just move them to the left or the right. No, it's not. It's completely different. Completely different. You've been doing that same motion for what, 10 years, since Pee Wee or whenever you started. And it's a completely different thing. It's so stupid. Oh, the Steelers, I swear, they do it more than anyone else. But apparently everyone else does it too. That's pretty wild. All right, let's look at the NFL real quick. Let's see. The Bengals leading 24-10 over the Jets. Patriots 9, Browns 7, Eagles 14, Giants 10. Again, Scottaboo out for the year pretty much. Broken leg. That is horrible. The Bills leading 19-3 over the Panthers. Ravens 10, Bears 6, and the Texans 16. Niners 0. Fielded at the 5. He's at the 10, the 15, the 20, 25, 30, and brought down at the 36-yard line. So that will make it 4 seconds left to go. I don't know if they would go. I mean, you'd like to see them show some effort here. Cousins kind of looking tame. I don't know if they would actually do something. Yeah, played great last year at center. Was like a borderline Pro Bowl, but he made some rookie mistakes in some key parts of the game. I don't know. Raiders straight ridiculous most times. Yep, they are. That's kind of why they are the way they are. So 1st and 10, and looks like they're going to take a knee. Oh, man, I'm going to love the boos here. There's the knee. Oh, man, and the Falcons fans are not happy. Let's just say that. They are not happy, and I don't blame them. It's been a pretty terrible performance today from the Falcons. The Dolphins, 1-6. I mean, they're just playing for pride if they have any at this point, and they are whooping up on the Falcons 17-3. That is your halftime score. Of course, halftime going to be, again, about 12 minutes from now, so Tyler Huntley not looking too bad today. I'll have to look at it. I'm just trying to see here. Let me go ahead and click back here. So, all right, let's see here. Again, we'll go over some stats for this game, and then we'll look over some stats from other games. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do, folks. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, this is the channel for you. We are a growing channel. I'm not even kidding. Again, over 1,300 subs since August 1st. So make sure to subscribe and join this potentially – actually, no, leave out potentially – this future great big channel. Just got here. Cousins not looking good. Statistically, you might, it's not too bad. But no, he's actually pretty terrible. All right, we have Tua, 13 for 17, 111, and 2 touchdowns. A-Chain for the Dolphins. We'll just do the Dolphins here real quick and then go to the Falcons. A-Chain, 7 for 33 on the ground. Gordon, 7 for 25. Wright, 2 for 8. And then receiving, Waddle, 3 for 38. Washington, 3 for 30 and a touchdown. A-Chain, 3 for 22 and a touchdown. Westbrook Akine, 1 for 18. Wilson, 1 for 2. Connor, 1 for 1. And then for the Falcons, Cousins, 6 for 8, 53 yards. Robinson on the ground, 5 for 12. Again, he just isn't, I don't know why they're even putting other people in the backfield at this point. That's just me. Cousins, 2 carries, 2 yards. And then Algier, 2 for -4. Again, why? I don't even know why they are, but they are. For Atlanta, Kyle Pitts, 3 for 35. Sills, the 5th, 1 for 12. Algier, 1 for 4. Robinson, 1 for 2. So that is what's been happening here in Atlanta. We'll go over some of the full stats, the team stats here. First downs, I think that's a big one. Would you agree? Of course, you can't really see that. We'll go and scroll that down. 14 first downs for the Dolphins, only 2 for the Falcons. That is a killer. Third down efficiency, you can see there that the Dolphins are 4 for 8 on third down. The Falcons have yet to convert one. They're 0 for 5. Believe it or not, though, they've converted a 4th down, so I guess that's that. But, yeah, both teams 1 for 1 on 4th down. Total yards, the Dolphins at 169, and the Falcons at 58. That is just not good. Yards per play, 5 for the Dolphins, 3.2 for the Falcons. No turnovers for each team. 4 penalties for 45 yards for the Falcons. 2 penalties, 10 yards for the Dolphins. So let's see here. You have Jets, Bengals highlight here. Flacco throwing it deep here to Higgins, and it connects for a touchdown as the Bengals again leading 24-10 in that one, showing Cleveland and the Patriots. May drops back to pass, looking over the middle, and he is sacked by Garrett. But the Patriots still lead 9-7 over the Browns. And, of course, they're showing Gabriel here. Floating back, play action. Finds Fannin Jr., who I think is a really underrated player, folks. If you haven't heard of him, trust me, he is really good. As, again, the Patriots lead 9-7. Showing Bills, Panthers here. Hands it off to James Cook. Up the middle at the 40, the 50, the 40, the 35, 30. And, of course, that is going to end in 6 as the Bills lead 19-3 over Carolina. Andy Dalton drops back to pass, throws it straight into the Bills defender, who picks it up and takes it down to the 1-yard line. So again, 19-3 there, showing Niners and Texans. C.J. Stroud back to pass, looking over the middle, throws, and it is caught. Touchdown. Texans, Higgins with the catch there. 16-7, Texans leading over the Niners. And then, of course, we have Giants, Eagles. Eagles in their throwback, Kelly Green. Handing off to Barkley at the 35, the 40. Makes the guy miss at the 50, the 45, 40. And he is gone. And, of course, that ends in 6 there. The Eagles leading 14-10 over the Giants. Hurts drops back to pass, looking, fires to Barkley. Again, Barkley with both touchdowns today there in Philly. And, of course, again, they're showing Cam Skattebo, broken leg. And hopefully he'll be okay next year. But, yeah, he's pretty much out for the year. So, Doctor, I have a good feeling about the Steelers tonight. 38-3 Steelers. Yeah, that's crazy, Steelers fan. That is crazy. And, again, they're showing here, too, this really great throw at the end of the half. Again, just a great throw on the run, a great catch. Just great athleticism by Washington to make that play. That was fantastic. Yeah, no, a bot. That means I'm doing good. That's the first bot. So that means I've now entered a certain percentage. So that is good. I need to get better, I guess, here in the second half. We're going to try to, I don't know. It's kind of, the Falcons are kind of killing the vibe. That's the problem, Like, I'd like to try to get an exciting call, but the Falcons just can't seem to move the ball. Again, less than, 60 yards on the, for 58 total yards. I mean, I don't know. I can't really work with that. I picked the Dolphins when everyone goes one way, go the other way with sports. Yeah, that's fair. How's Kirktober? Kirktober is not going well for Kirk. Smashed the football, but didn't get the football like, oh, that's a shame. Join the stream, hit the like and subscribe. Never miss a play-by-play with DrDelay. Yep. Never do it. Never. Yeah, no, I don't know. Hold on. Why in the world is it like that? Yeah, okay. Did it not hide? Because I'm looking at the phone. Apparently it didn't hide. Interesting. All right, but again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe. We're still at halftime. Of course, we got about 6.5 minutes left to go here. Cousins is playing. Yeah, Cousins, you look at the stats, again, 6 for 8, 53 yards, but he just doesn't look good. I mean, he really doesn't look good at all. I mean, it is rough. Apparently, why do I have to? No, that's, I don't know why I can't adjust this. I don't know. It's weird. Because it auto-adjusts back. Anyway, yeah, no, again, appreciate you guys. Feel free to chat down below if you're a first-time visitor. Again, I try to respond to as many comments as possible, so feel free to let me know what you think going forward. Pit Fan 8462, how's it going? Looks like the exact same logo. Again, I do apologize if I. Are you the Pirates fan 2013? Because again, they changed up the way. I can't read. I can't read. I don't know. I can read. I just don't know who people are. So I have to really just kind of use my best, so I do apologize. Yeah, same profile pic. But yeah, good to see you. Welcome on in. Hope the Falcons and Niners catch up. Yeah, you'd like to see a good game. Me, of course, I don't know if you have either money or you're just pulling for both those teams because you're a fan. But yeah, no, I just yeah, I don't know. I like good games. I like close games. I really do. I don't like blowouts. I really try to pick games I think that might be a one-score game. And last week I picked Dolphins and Browns. That was a blowout. A lot of blowouts last week on college football and in the NFL. So, yeah, I'd like to see the Falcons look a little bit better. So, yes, Pirates fan 2013. Nice. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Pitt fan 8462. Because, I don't know why they changed it for my YouTube, but they did. Where it's now @ instead of the username. So, that's really dumb. Really dumb. And, of course, feel free to vote in the poll. I do have a poll. Who do you think is going to win? Of course, you look at the score and you're thinking, well, it's probably going to be the Dolphins. Well, you never know. I mean, the Dolphins are 1-6 for a reason. So there is that. Of course, the Falcons have been so hot and cold. Again, they get blown out by the Panthers. Then they beat the Bills. Or no, it's not the Panthers. Did I just have a brain fart there? I think I have a brain fart. My bad. No, they did beat the Bills. Yeah. So, beat the Vikings, beat the Commies, losing the Bucks, Panthers, and Niners. Yeah. So, you never know. Right now, ESPN actually giving the Dolphins an 83% chance to win this game. So, we'll see again what happens. Again, a reminder that I'll be doing another game after this. Right after this, I'll be doing Buccaneers and Saints. So, after this game, I'll take a mini break. And, of course, I'll come right back to it. I might miss a little bit of it, but I'm sure it'll be fine. Kind of hoping this game would be a little bit quicker, a quicker game. And I think this is one of the earlier or, faster games at the moment. Everyone is at halftime. Bears Ravens actually in the third quarter. Jeez. That was the game I was going to do originally. That's wild. That is wild. Flacco leading, of course, in passing there, 15 for 20, 178, 2 touchdowns. May 10 for 16, 168 and a pick. Hurts 9 for 12, 82 yards and 2 touchdowns. Dalton 8 for 14, 100 yards and a pick. So that means he has more yards than Allen at the half. Interesting. Huntley 12 for 13, 146. Yeah, someone did mention that. Someone did mention that. Huntley was doing very good. Yeah, I see that now. Jeez. Stroud, 22 for 28, 235, and a touchdown. Of course, again, Huntley did make the Pro Bowl after all. So, I think he knows what he's doing, folks. That is AFC Pro Bowler Tyler Huntley. Yeah, you never know with the NFL. Anything can happen, but I really hope the Falcons get the win from. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the NFL is it's random. Appreciate your hustle. Again, I appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you guys, let me call the game. Again, I know there's a lot of people calling the game right now. So I really do appreciate you guys letting me call the game. Hopefully we got a good second half in store and, hopefully we get some exciting plays. That's where, again, I'm at my best is, that's pretty much it. Yeah, I'm looking through. There's a lot of Dolphin streamers. Jeez, The Bills don't have a lot of people in chat sports. Interesting. That's good. It's good. But yeah. Chat sports. That dang chat sports. Chat sports asking for money every 2 seconds. I really need to make a parody video. I'm going to do it. I have to. All right, looks like we're turning action here again, showing off Tua with that great play. It was a great play. They're showing 2 angles of it. That's how you know it was a great play. Or maybe this was the only great play of the game. It probably was. But again, it was a good play. For sure. Again, the Dolphins leading 17-3. Atlanta will receive the second half kickoff, so, Falcons will have an opportunity to make this a one-score game right out of the gate. Can they is the question. Again, Bijan has been kind of wrapped up. I feel like that was kind of the game plan. If you're a Dolphins, coach, like, hey, Penix is gone, so we got to shut down Robinson. Robinson's the key focal point. Of course, he is the focal point regardless whether Penix is playing or not. But I'm sure they really wanted to heavily rely on him, and they've been shutting him down. But I would just try everything I can to get him the ball. I mean, Robinson is a stud. I think he's the best back in the game. Like, I do. Outside of Barkley. And Barkley himself is having kind of a down year. There's the kickoff. All right, we're back. Fielded at the 8. It's at the 10, the 15, the 20. Cuts inside of the 25 and stumbles forward at the 29-yard line. And that's where the Falcons will begin their drive at the 29. So here comes the Falcons offense. Of course, we're showing an interview here with Mike McDaniel. Mike McDaniel thinks they're executing. That's good. Complimentary football, that's always good. 3 phases, stopping the run. Get some third downs. That's what he's saying. Pretty much coach speak there. 1st and 10 in the pistol. Sending a man in motion is Cousins. Cousins hands it off to Robinson up the middle. He's at the 30, the 35, and that's where he's dropped as the Dolphins are all over it. Again, showing the total yards. Only 58 total yards for the Falcons. I mean, that is just pathetic. I mean, you can't do that. You can't do that in the NFL. I mean, that's literally on pace for 116 yards. I imagine they're going to smash that here in the second half. But, geez, 2nd and 4, Cousins in the pistol. Cousins hands it off up the middle to Robinson. Robinson is this time devoured. Nothing doing. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. And that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up for the Falcons. Morris doesn't look too happy. So 3rd and 4 coming up for the Falcons. Showing off the statistical leaders. Again, not much really to lead. 3rd and 4 at the 35. They need to get to the 39. Cousins in the shotgun, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Sending a man in motion. That is Robinson. Cousins drops back, looking to his right, fires down the right side, and that is a miscommunication, incomplete. Looks like the receiver ran a curl, and Cousins was throwing it down the field. And that Falcons fan is really upset. Jeez. Cousins can't believe it. He's like, why? Come on. No, that's what he's doing. He's mad. Cousins not happy. So we'll see what happens here. As again, the Falcons starting off with a 3 and out. That's not what you wanted. Pinion back to punt, averaging 45 yards a punt. He's been pretty good today. 10, 20, 30, 40. Fair catch signal made at the 14-yard line. So good punt, 50-yard punt. Here come Tua and the Dolphins, but after the commercial break, 17-3 is your score. Dolphins leading over the Falcons. All right, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, if you haven't done so already, to leave a like and, of course, subscribe to the channel, folks. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you like the NFL, if you like college football, MLB, this is the channel for you, as that's what I do. I cover games for those. Of course, again, I do other things as well, but I won't really promote that because that's rare when I do other stuff. But yeah, you'll, I guess, see whenever it does happen. So, again, make sure, again, to like and subscribe. I do bounce around the NFL. Next week, again, a brand new slate of games. Actually, I don't even know who the Steelers play next week. Who do we play? We have the Colts. Oh, the Steelers-Colts next week. And then, of course, the afternoon, I have Jaguars, Raiders, Saints, Rams, Chiefs, Bills. I'm thinking about looking at that. Might do Jaguars, Raiders. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that's pretty much what I do. Again, I call games, folks. Let's see here. What are your go-to game day snacks? Game day, ideally, before I did this, I would always go, before I started doing this, like I would literally, like an hour before game time, I would go to Subway and I would get like 2 foot-long sandwiches, one for lunch and one for dinner. And yeah, I would like devour, whether it was a turkey sandwich or I did my like chicken bacon ranch. I have great combinations for Subway sandwiches, by the way, folks. If you like turkey sandwiches or, just any really, roast beef, whatever, or if you like chicken bacon ranch or meatball, hit me up for some great A1 Subway sandwiches. If I ever get famous, I'm telling you, my Subway sandwiches would go. They would be pretty much better than dangerous for sure. I could really go for some pizza and wings if I weren't so financially challenged at the moment. 100%, I totally get it. Like, I want to get a pizza, but like, I love pizza, by the way, but yeah, I don't know. It's kind of pricey. Everything's pricey, man, and we're all just broke. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. As, again, they're going to start off their drive at their own 14. Spicy chicken bites. There we go. I'm not really a spicy guy, but that does sound all right, though. Toss here to Wright, and Wright is not going to get anything. Wright went right, but couldn't find anything right, so that's a loss on the play. About a loss of 1. Buy one, get one deal in Arizona. Lucky you, Robert. Yeah, no, they don't do that over here. These guys are freaking stingy. I'll present that. I used to do it all the time. Present the buy one, get one. Oh, no, we don't accept that here, man. Sorry. Yeah. No, we don't do that. Boss won't let us. Sorry, man. Oh, okay. Thanks. 2nd and 11 here for Tua. In the shotgun. 2 receivers left. 2 receivers to the right. Achane gets the snap up the middle, and he is not going anywhere as he gets back to the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and 10 coming up for the Dolphins. A good Buffalo grilled chicken sandwich would cure my bye-week blues. Yep. I like Buffalo and ranch. I think Buffalo to me is just too much. I don't know. I guess I'm a coward when it comes to that. Buffalo sauce to me is just too much. I need a good compliment there. 3rd and 10. We need to get to the 24 for a brand new set of downs. Of course, I say we as in the Dolphins. Tua drops back, swings it out to Achane. Achane cuts inside at the 15, and it's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pretty tame play calling there, to be honest with you. Not really pushing anything down the field. So I guess the Dolphins were inspired by what the Falcons just did, and they will punt it away. 3 and out. Red hot Buffalo. You dig red hot? Yeah, I'm just not a fan. Punt fielded at the 35, cuts inside. He's at the 40 and is brought down at the 43-yard line. A return of 8 yards for Agnew. This will be pretty good field position for the Falcons, so they must take advantage. But there is a flag. Their slogan is pretty spot on. What is their slogan? Holding on the receiving team. Never mind. Oh, that's a killer. Felipe Franks again. That's his 2nd penalty. And that's what Kevin Harlan literally just said. He copied me. Look at me. Look, I'm saying the same thing as Kevin Harlan. Of course, he presents it way better. That guy is great. So that'll back him up to the 25. Jeez, so what do you think, Falcons? Well, you know what? They can make something going here. Nope, just kidding. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. We'll check out what's happening across the NFL. Let's see here. The Bengals leading 24-13 over the Jets as they just now start the second half. The Patriots lead 15-7. The Patriots, oh, man. They're now extending their lead. I thought the Browns really would keep it close, but right now the Patriots saying, no, sir. We are the Patriots. And we are back. The Eagles leading 21-10 over the Giants at the half. Bills leading 19-3 over the Panthers at the half. Ravens 13, Bears 6 in the third quarter. The Texans leading the Niners 16-7 in the third quarter. That is what's happening across the NFL. Of course, Brought to you by Coffee Beans. Eduardo Hernandez, Sorry Cat, and Hammer. Thank you again for your support. Appreciate it. I do everything spicy. Tony Satchery season and almost any hot sauce. I don't really think Tony's is spicy. I think Tony's is fine. I think that's good. I actually put Tony's, like if I ever do make, I don't really eat as many pizza rolls because that's another thing that's just going up in price. Like everything's just expensive now. But yeah, I would put Tony's on my pizza rolls. Great combo, by the way, for looking to change things up. But I do warn you, if you put Tony's on the pizza rolls, you'll never want to eat them plain again. So if you don't, I actually wouldn't recommend because then it'll ruin pizza rolls if you don't have any seasoning. Barbecue sauce, no buffalo sauce anywhere. Barbecue sauce is all right. I actually don't think barbecue is all that great. It's okay. I would rather look for anything else, to be honest with you. Not anything else. I think barbecue sauce is okay. See, like I'm seeing a bunch of pro barbecue stuff. Barbecue sauce is a must. Barbecue sauce is a goat. I actually don't think so. I don't think it is that great. It's okay. What's the spiciest dish you've ever had? I don't know. Something my mom has made. I just couldn't tell you. She was born in Mexico, but I prefer my food Americanized. But, you know, I do, of course, will eat spicy food. It just depends on the spicy food. I feel barbecue is such an underappreciated. I feel like it's overappreciated, overrated as Cousins drops back looking, fires down the middle of the field, and it is almost intercepted. Oh, and there's a flag. Oh, my goodness. Douglas can't believe it, and neither can I. If that is what I saw there at the end, there was very little contact. Oh, that is about to be the most ticky-tackiest of penalties, and that's going to get the Falcons back in this ball game, folks. Pass interference. Oh, that is horrible. That is horrible, folks. I'm not going to lie. That is a big, big miss by the official. There's hand fighting on both sides. I mean, that is just a horrible call. But hey, the Falcons, if you're a Falcons fan, you love this call. But again, that is nothing. They're both pushing each other. Douglas couldn't believe it. He literally having a panic attack on the field. I feel good house, like a good house-made barbecue. Like the shelf products are good, but if your place makes some good stuff, you're a returning customer. Fair enough. Barbecue ribs? I don't know. Ribs are I don't want to work for my food as he tosses down to Robinson at the 40. He's at the 30, the 25, the 20, and brought down at the 19. I just don't like having to pick across, pick apart everything. But ribs are good. Barbecue sauce for the grandkids, yeah. Did you see the Colorado-Utah game last night? I heard about it. I saw the final score. Yeah, that was pretty bad. It was 56-7 or something like that. So the Falcons are inside the 20, as, again, the Falcons taking advantage of the penalty. That might be the only way they can score. Hey, they'll take it, though. Maybe that's what gets the momentum going. As Cousins is in the pistol, sending a man in motion. Cousins hands it off to Robinson up the middle. Oh, Robinson loses the ball. It's fumbled. Picked up by Miami. And he is down at the 15, but there is a flag down. Oh, my goodness. This would be interesting. The ruling on the field is a fumble. Holding offense. Bijan Robinson has fumbled, folks. That might be a huge sign that the Falcons are not here to play today. If Bijan Robinson fumbling the ball on his, no one hit him. Wow, Bijan Robinson, one of the best. Again, I will sing his praises all day. But yeah, he fumbled himself. That is a killer. So no corn on the cob. My wife loves corn on the cob. When I do eat it, I just load it up with butter. That's all I do. I don't really do anything else with it. 43-0 at halftime. That is crazy. Baby back ribs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Whenever we go to a barbecue place, I never get ribs. I always get like a steak or, what is it? What do I get? I can't think of what I get. Oh, like brisket. That's what it is. Not a steak. No, brisket. That's what I get. Brisket. I love brisket. That's how I feel. I love boneless wing. Yeah. I don't do wings, man. That is just like, why? Like so much work. You get the wings. Like, I'd go to Buffalo to try the wings, but like I'd only try a few because again, I don't like wings. So I don't have to work for it. Like, why? Why do I don't work for my food? I understand. We have it pretty easy nowadays compared to what we used to do. Hunt for our food. But you know what? I don't have to hunt for my food. My hunting is going to the store and picking up some stuff there. That is my hunting. Too messy. Yep. No, Bijan. Yeah, I can't believe it. He just fumbled it himself. Falcons killing you. Yeah. Chris can't believe it. They fall on the bone. They fall off the bone if cooked right. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Those are the best ones, actually. Yeah, you are correct. Dolphins, the only underdog who's going to win outright early, potentially. Ever go to Texas Roadhouse? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mixed up Texas Roadhouse and a barbecue place, but yeah, really that's it. Yeah, I went to Texas Roadhouse. That's where I get the steak. But yeah, I don't really go there often at all. Like maybe once a year for like my parents' birthday, if my dad or mom want to celebrate. But yeah, the local barbecue places, brisket. That's where it's at. Brisket to me is the greatest. Like yeah, if Trisk here wants to go to Texas Roadhouse instead of his Chili's, then we'll go there. You are stealing my line about wings, or you probably did. I don't know. I think wings are, yeah. I mean, maybe you have. I don't know. I don't remember you saying anything like that. But yeah, I just don't like working for my food. I hate it. Why would I want to do that? I want to enjoy my meal, not work for my meal. 1st and 10 at the 16. Tua is under center, sending a man in motion. Tua, play action, looking over the middle. Steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Just a little bit outstretched. The outstretched hands of Waddle. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Dolphins. What is happening to the Falcons, man? I don't know. They didn't show up today at all. Black Magic. They did not. Cardinal Esada is the GOAT. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. All this talk about barbecue is getting me hungry. Yeah. And I haven't eaten anything yet. I don't eat anything until like the end, till pretty much the end of the second window here for Sundays because I'm doing this. 2nd and 10 here at the 16. Tua in the shotgun, hands it off up the middle. This is A-Chain at the 20, the 25, and brought down at the 26-yard line. That should be close to the first down yard line. It is. A brand new set of downs for the Dolphins as we're ticking under 10 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Again, the Dolphins leading 17-3. Longhorn Steakhouse. I don't know if I've ever been there, actually. I went to a Saltgrass or whatever, and my friend invited me. He's a wealthy guy. And I'm looking at the price. I'm like, dude, there's no way I'm ever coming here again. He's like, dude, I got you. Don't worry about it. Like, he invited me to go. He's paying for everything. I'm like, dude, I'm never coming here by myself. No reason to go there. 1st and 10 here at the 26. Tua in the shotgun. Hands it off, and he can't go anywhere. That's a loss on the play. And there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on between the Falcons and Dolphins. They don't want to let go of each other. Perhaps they're trying to say, hey, look, are you sure we want to go here after the game? I don't know. 2nd and 12 coming up for the Dolphins. You love to cook. Man, yeah, it's just too much time. Come on over, George. Oh, yeah. What's a culinary show? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. I don't understand why they allow some on line to move a lot pre-snap and are quick to flag others. Yeah, that's fair. I totally agree. 2nd and 12 here for Tua and the Dolphins in the shotgun. Tua hands it off up the middle. He's at the 25, spinning around. Gordon still being pushed by the pile, but the pile will go nowhere after he does gain about 4 or 5. And Gordon again loving it. Gordon's been pretty mouthy today. Maybe he's just trying to make his blueprint here. Showing a game break here. Allen to Shakir. 54-yard Shakir making a guy miss at the 10, the 5. Touchdown. Bills. The Bills now routing the Panthers 26-3 as they look to keep pace with the Patriots, who find themselves 5-2. Again, it's a throwback to 2007 with the Patriots leading the division, the Steelers, the Colts, and the Chargers. 3rd and 7 for Tua. Drops back, throws. It is incomplete. Now, he was flat out getting pushed to the ground, and there is a flag. I mean, if they call the other thing on the Dolphins, they surely have to call this one on the Falcons. He was being shoved to the ground. Pass interference, yes, that's going to be an automatic first down. Fuddruckers is great. I've never been there. They're not around as much anymore. I used to grab a half-pound burger when I was young. Oh, wow. Hey, I've never been. I prepared General Tso's chicken with chicken, rice, broccoli, onions, carrots. Oh, that sounds really good. Cookies are in the oven always. They had this weird rule where you couldn't take pictures. Interesting. That is weird. That must have been later because smartphones weren't a thing back then. Yeah. Feel old saying that. No, yeah. Hey, no. I remember the flip phone age. 1st and 10 for Tua. He's in the shotgun. Tua drops back looking, swings it out. It's caught by Washington as he fights forward for a gain of about 6. He had really nothing to work with. That was all Washington there. Washington, again, he's really emerged as the second receiver after Tyreek's injury. And Washington's done a great job. You might look at the stats. Only 4 catches, 36 yards, but he really does fight for those yards. And, of course, he already has a touchdown. That was a great catch. Again, if you guys do watch the highlights of this game later, that was a fantastic play by Tua and Washington to get a touchdown there right before the half. Outback is good. I don't know if I've been to an Outback. I may have been once or something like that. I don't know. 2nd and 4, ball at the 41. Sending a man in motion. Tua hands it off. This is Achane up the middle. He's fighting forward, and he is still going. And I believe he did get the first down. What a run by Achane. Again, the Dolphins now playing with a lot more effort that we've seen pretty much all season from the Dolphins. And this is the Dolphins team that you really would have thought, hey, we might see that during the season. Because, again, the Dolphins are... again, just a few years ago, they had a great offensive attack. I mean, they were so good. Sling commercial, nice. You guys are making me so hungry. I know. Sorry. I'm hungry now, too. That's unfortunate. Timeout Miami with 6:39 left to go here in the third quarter. Thanks for reading the comments, Doc. Makes it fun to hang out with you, actually. Feel like I'm hanging out. Oh, yeah, for sure, man. Again, like you guys are... Let's just say this. I call the game. There's no one here. There's no real point for me doing this. So I really do. Again, I mean it every time. I really do appreciate you guys for hanging out and listening to me call the game. Like you guys are the reason I do this. Like if there's no one here, there's no point. But you guys do make it awesome. You guys make it enjoyable. When the chat is active, I love it so much. Makes it so much. You guys are pretty much my color guy. I'm the play-by-play. You guys are my color. 1st and 10 here at the 45. Tua under center. Sending a man in motion. Tua play action. Moving to his left. He's going to check it down. It's caught at the 45 and slung out of bounds after a gain of 4. It's all your fault. Yeah, I know. Such an American. Hey, dude, food is good. Football and food, yeah. Outback has great ribs. Ribs. I don't know. Maybe I'll have to give it a shot just for ribs. We'll see. Just for you, George. That Packer game feels so far away. I know. I'm ready for it, though. Robert has Dolphins +7. Let's go. Oh, yeah. 100%. So, 2nd and 5, ball at the 50. Tua under center. Receiver to left. Fullback in the backfield, sending a tight end in motion. Tua hands it off. This is Achane up the middle, and he's going to get the first down. Another gain of 5 there as the Dolphins are moving. They are rolling. 51 yards rushing for Achane, 12 carries. Of course, he does have a touchdown on the receiving end of things, so he's had a good game. Hey, Paul, I appreciate you, too. I don't remember that. Cubic... in the longest yard. I guess, I don't. Cuba Jr., I don't think he was in the longest yard. I promise. All right, I hold you to it if I ever do go. I don't really go to the big city, I guess, close to me. As Tua hands it off up the middle. This is Achane. Achane is driven backwards after a gain of 2. It's about 50 miles away, and I don't really go that way much. Oh, yeah, Tracy Morgan. Tracy Morgan. Robert loves George, yes. With the cooking. You're good. You're good, Joseph. It's all good. 2nd and 8 here for the Dolphins. Tua is, I don't know if he's in the pistol or under center. I can't tell from this angle. Tua takes the snap. Play action. Fires over the middle. It's gone. He's at the 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. Oh, that was a strike to Waddle. That is classic Tua right there. Again, when Tua is at the top of his game, he is precise, accurate, and on time. That was beautiful. And again, Waddle just so fast. Again, that's what the Dolphins have. They have the speed. Just a slant right over the middle. And he was gone. He had an entourage of Falcons all over him. They couldn't catch him. As the Dolphins now lead 23-3 pending the extra point. The snap, the hold, the kick, it is up, it is good. 24-3, the Dolphins all over the Falcons in this one. McDaniel praising Waddle on the sideline. Oh, geez. Man, the Dolphins look good. He wasn't it? No, he wasn't. Longest Yard, probably my favorite off-season movie to watch football. Yeah, it's all right. It's a good movie. It's a good movie. Lobo Sebastian, who was the shaven head guy. Yeah, I don't know. All right, Waddle. Yeah, Waddle. Doc calls games. You cook. Oh, yeah. George. George cooks. I call. He cooks. Falcons, Panthers with backup quarterbacks and both getting beat bad. Yeah, bad day for the NFC South. Of course, again, they play each other later. That's probably how they're going to get the win. Good day from Brizzy. Thanks for having the game. Fins up. Cheers. It was Chris Rock in the longest yard. Yeah, Chris Rock was there. I don't think he said that line, though. Appreciate the Aussie Chicken. Appreciate you, man, for tuning on in. Again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to like and subscribe for more play-by-play with DrDelay. This is what I do. I call games. So, again, if you do like the style that I offer here, that's pretty much it. I call games. I don't know what else to say. I do bounce around the NFL. I'm not affiliated. I don't really, the Dolphins, Falcons. I have no real dog in the fight. I'm a Steelers fan. But again, that doesn't mean I just call Steelers games. So again, as you can see, Dolphins, Falcons. After this, it'll be Buccaneers and the Saints. And of course, tonight is Steelers, Packers. I'll be doing every single Steelers game. Don't get me wrong. But again, I will cover other games on the channel. So don't just think it's a Steelers game and I'm only covering this because the Steelers play tonight. No, I've done this every week. Last week I did 4 games. I did the early game, the 12 o'clock game, 3 o'clock game, Sunday night game, Monday night game. Again, I try to cover as much as I can on the channel. I'm on here 6 days a week, folks. So again, you get a lot of stuff. You don't have to come to every stream. You really don't. But again, if you're looking for some sports, if there's a game on, I might be covering it. So make sure, again, to like and subscribe. Then again, I also do baseball as well. Though I haven't done any baseball since the World Series has started. Garrett has 4 sacks, and we're losing 7-23 because Stefanski. I'm just saying sacks. And I don't really, if you want to argue, that's fine. I'm just saying sacks are the most overrated statistic in the NFL because it's just one play. It's just one play. Like you literally, there's so many plays in the season. Let's just say you get 15 sacks. That's a lot of sacks, right? But it's only 15 plays of the year. So I don't know. I don't like Myles Garrett as well. So I think that's also another thing. Another reason why I'm saying that. But yeah, no. The Patriots, I don't know. I'm shocked by that one. I thought the Browns could keep it close. I thought they could steal one, but apparently not going to happen. Field in the end zone. He's at the 5, the 10, the 15, the 20. Reversing field. Trying to cut inside. He does at the 25 and falls down at the 26. And, of course, there's a flag because why not? And again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to get to as many of the comments as I possibly can. Yeah, the bots are all over the place. Mason Rudolph. Yeah, Mason Rudolph. Yeah. Holding on the Falcons. So, again, just things aren't going right for the Falcons. The Falcons fans are just groaning. They are booing. They are not happy, and I don't blame them. So this is the first 7 possessions for the Falcons. Punt, field goal, punt, half, punt, fumble. I mean, that is just rough. The longest drive today, 4 minutes. Everything else, 2 minutes or a minute or less than a minute. Geez, they've had multiple drives less than a minute. Remember when Garrett? Oh yeah, trust me, Thomas. I know. Yeah, no. Garrett is he's a trash human being. That is horrible. Oh, it could have killed a guy. Literally, could have killed a guy. Cousins in the pistol, fires on the middle. It's caught at the 19. Immediately hits after a gain of 5. Hey, watching from Nanda Yore Carmona, Guanacaste, Costa Rica. I hope I really pronounced that right. Go Dolphins. Appreciate you, Eduardo, for tuning in. Cousins drops back, looking, fires over the middle. It's caught at the 30, breaks a tackle, still moving forward at the 35, brought down at the 36. And that is a brand new set of downs. That was Hodge with the catch. Texans may pull an upset. Yeah, they're looking like they may. I don't know. I have to check it over. I'll check it over next time. 1st and 10 at the 35. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is tipped up in the air, and it's incomplete. Brooks was on the coverage there for the Dolphins. Brooks and Douglas. Gabriel just threw his second interception with the last 7 offensive plays. Deep ball. That was underthrown by about 5 yards. Hate to say it. It's time for Sanders. Ooh, Sanders going to get some action. Hey, man. Bring it. That's all I'm saying. Definitely want to see Sanders, especially against the Steelers. As Cousins throws it down the field. Oh, and it's knocked away at the last second. Hodge had it, but it was knocked away. Oh, I can't see who it was. Trader or something. Trainer. Racial slur. I don't think it was a racial slur. No. If it was, it would have been a big deal that night, not waiting a week to release now. I think Garrett ruined the guy's reputation. I don't like Rudolph strictly as a quarterback, but I think he ruined his reputation for that. 3rd and 10, Cousins drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the 40, cuts inside, and that's pretty much where he's going to be tackled at the 40. So nothing doing there for the Falcons. As I don't know if the Falcons would go for it. Again, they're down by 21 with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. I mean, they got to go now. And it looks like they are. Yeah, Cousins going to go ahead and punt it. I mean, for Sanders next game. Because he's inactive, ironically. Oh, he's inactive. Who's the other guy then? Interesting. 4th and 4. They're going for it at their own 41. Cousins in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left, sending a man in motion. Cousins drops back, looking to his left, fires. It is overthrown and incomplete. And Miami's going to take over at the Atlanta 41. Cousins not looking good today. Well, really, the whole offense looking terrible, to be honest with you. Just absolutely terrible. I mean, okay, let's see here. I hope so badly Texans pull off the upset. Definitely not looking good for the Niners. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to check it over. I don't know if we're going to commercial break now. So next commercial break, though, I'll check out what's happening across the NFL. Of course, again, we have a ticker right here, which you guys would probably know what's happening first than I do. So right beneath me, you'll see a ticker. Just the last time Honey Badger claimed Brady threw something at him when the Chiefs... Yeah. Not a Matthew fan. Yeah, I don't like Matthew either. But, you know. Actually, I like him more than... I like him more than Garrett. 1st and 10 here at the 41. JM Bullion commercial. Nice. Tua in the pistol. Tua tosses to 8-Chan, and there's a flag. So never mind. We can't have that play yet. False starts for Miami. Patrick Paul again. That's his second penalty of the day. But again, the Dolphins, if you're just tuning in, 24-3. I really didn't think it'd be like this, folks. I really thought it'd be a close game. I thought the Dolphins had a good shot at winning today, but I didn't think it would be like this. Dislike him less than Garrett. Yeah. I don't like Garrett. 1st and 15 at the 46. Tua. Under center, Tua. Hands it off. This is Gordon. Gordon leaning forward and is brought down around the 43-yard line. That's a gain of 3. as that'll make it 2nd and 12 for the Dolphins. Again, the Dolphins with the commanding lead. Looks like, again, they're kind of playing a little conservative at the moment. I don't know if it's too early to do it. I personally would still keep the pedal to the metal. But, I don't get paid millions of dollars. So I'll be 1-6. Bills just blowing the Panthers out of the water. Jeez, 2nd and 12, ball at the 43. Tua in the pistol. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Tua hands it off up the middle. This is Gordon. He's at the 40, the 35, and hard contact at the 30, falling forward at the 28. Ollie Gordon really having a great time, really showing it. Again, he's been very active on the field with his mouth. I mean, he is just talking and talking and talking. Deion Sanders is 3-4 in his career versus the Steelers during the regular season. 4-4 overall if you include the Super Bowl. Yeah. Well, you got to thank Neil O'Donnell for that one. So brand new set of downs for the Dolphins. Dolphins look good. 20 first downs for the Dolphins. Only 5 for the Falcons. Jeez, Tua. Play action. Moving to his left. Fires. It's caught by Achane. And Achane is driven backwards. That is a loss of 2 on the play. So that'll make it 2nd and long coming up. Let's see. Eduardo retracted message. Can't see that. You ever feel that those millions don't mean a lot? I don't know. I feel like when you get older and you start actually doing stuff, you just want to be comfortable. Oh, for sure. For sure. That's kind of how I feel, to be honest with you. Like, I want to do this. I really do. I actually want to do this so bad. I don't want to work for anyone else. I'm tired of that. It didn't really work out, to be honest with you. As Tua hands it off up the middle to Achane. Achane leaning forward and fights forward to about the 30-yard line. Of course, I work for retail. I got to be a manager. I was making okay money, but, I was stressed out, 50 hours a week, is that a lot compared to, of course, other people? No, I get it, but I just hated it. And I would have been making middle class money, if I had continued, of course, but I just hated it so much, and I was stressed out. I felt like I was doing a lot of the work where, other people weren't, so they were getting paid more than me. So I said, I'm done. There's no reason to do this. So, yeah, I kind of want to do this. I really do. So I'm hoping this does pop off. I just feel like I just need one. I just need a chance, Obviously, I'm not going to win everybody over, but I just feel like I just need one chance where I get, like, if I had that one chance where everyone was on me for a few minutes, I feel like I can get a good bit of people. That's just me. I feel like I can win them over. But yeah, 100%. Yep. New England out 30-7. Geez, Deion caught a 47-yard pass. Oh yeah, he did play both ways. Tired of this pathetic Browns organization. I'm telling you, Pirates of football, pretty much. That's you got. I would leave. Fun part too, when you have to work, when you have fun at what you do, it isn't really work. Self-employed is the only way to go. Yeah, that's what I want here right now. Hopefully, when I'm done with school, I can teach. I can reach that part rather quick. Yep. Hopefully, man. 25 years old. My son, born in Florida, Miami, Florida, 7 years old, been a Steelers fan. Nice. Your son is a smart young man. Let's just say that. Student loans and car payments got to be taken care of. Oh, yeah, for sure. You're only 20-something. How are you tired of working? Just the system, man. The system, man. Hey, I gave it a hard, 10 years. I just want this now. All right, let's go ahead and check out some stuff from across the NFL after the screen refreshes here. 28, but yes, no, I don't know. I'm already tired of it because it's just stupid. I don't know. I feel like I get it, I know most of my audience here probably Gen Zers or boomers. I get it here. But I'm telling you, being a younger millennial Gen Z, it actually does kind of suck. You work all these hours and you get paid crap. And and of course again, you see how the prices are in the store, And initially, when I, of course, graduated high school, I was pretty, capitalism's great and all that stuff. Now, I don't think so, because again, we saw what happened in 2020. Not to get all this stuff here, just going to go and say this and then let it go. But prices all went up across the country. Wages did not. And then after COVID, the prices still stayed the same in the stores, and prices and the wages did not go up. So again, it's just a whole scam. It's a scam. We'll go over the scores later. Third and 10 here at the 30. Hands it off up the middle. Is at the 25. He's at the 20. And brought down at the 16 is Achane. So, yeah, I kind of went off a little tangent there. But definitely changed me. 2020 changed me for sure as far as how I view things in the financial part of things. Not a commie or anything. Obviously not. But just saying, a lot of stuff needs to change because the little people are getting hurt. Bengals 31, Jets 16, Patriots 30, Browns 7, Eagles 24, Giants 13, Bills 33, Panthers 3, Ravens 16, Bears 13, and the Texans 23, Niners 7. Tua under center, hands it off up the middle, and Achane is blown up in the backfield. That's a loss of 4 on the play. I was 47 years for United Airlines, moving company in Van Lines, moving company in Miami, Florida. Now retirement. Customer Steel Dolphins. Nice. Just the system, man. Oh yeah, perfect age to start your own thing. Oh yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, the system stinks. It really does. Loyalty to a company doesn't get you anything nowadays. Yep. I mean, I thought I gave it my all, but it wasn't seen that way. I totally get it for the ones who have been in one place for a while, but the actual benefits for staying is just not there. 100%. Second and 13, Tua drops back, looking, fires, it's caught at the 20, he's at the 15, the 10, the 5, touchdown Miami Dolphins. Ollie Gordon gets a reception there and a touchdown. And Tua now has 4 passing touchdowns on the day. Oh, man. It's now 30-3, and I really did. I really thought this game would be much closer. That's why I picked it. I'm thinking this is a sneaky good game. I think the Dolphins are going to be ready to play. Wow, and the Dolphins were ready to play. I just didn't see this from the Falcons. Oh my goodness, it is just complete domination. Maybe with Penix, it would have been a much different story. But geez, the extra point is up and it's good. 31-3. Yeah, Jerry, yeah. Oh, your dad, he worked 12 to 15 in newspaper, 15 at RB's, 19. I totally get it. Yeah, no. Yeah, my dad is awesome. One of the hardest, if not the hardest working person ever. He'll probably never get the credit that he deserves. He really won't, So shout out my dad, DrDelay's dad. He is a legend for sure. But, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I can really compare myself to him as far as all that stuff and how stuff has gone in our lives. A little bit different. For sure. Miami saving the coach's job. Oh, yeah, 100%. Buffalo scores again, 40-3. Geez, yeah, it is not really many close games. I guess the closest game, Ravens-Bears, and ironically, again, that's the one game I had it up, and I'm like, you know what? I think the Bears going to blow out the Ravens because there's no Lamar. Well, that's the closest game on the slate, so that's my bad. It's a swing and a miss. But you know what? This has been kind of fun. Again, obviously wanted the Falcons and Dolphins game to be close, but the Dolphins have made it kind of exciting because the Dolphins kind of looking back to what they were a few years ago. If they just keep this going, hey, I don't know. Maybe they can make something. Obviously, I don't know about playoffs, but 9-8. Let's just say they finish 8-2. 9-8 gets them in that conversation, depending on how other stuff happens. What a block! Oh yeah, no, the Dolphins are looking like they're working their butts off today. A legend in his own mind. Now you're a legend. You got a Ratatouille Key and Peele skit. Oh really? Hey, that'd be kind of fun. After the Dolphins games, we were going fishing, drinking beers, just relaxing, tranquilly, enjoying the moment of retirement. Beautiful Costa Rica. Nice. Sounds great, Eduardo. Sounds great. Huntley is playing well. Enjoy. Oh yeah, the Falcons are awful. They didn't show up today. They did not show up today. Coach O. Playoffs? Don't talk about the playoffs. You kidding me? Don't talk about the playoffs. I just hope we can win a game. I love that is his pitch. It's so good. Go Falcons. Oh yeah, it's bad, Denny. It's atrocious. How embarrassing to get destroyed by the Panthers and Dolphins. It is bad. It's not looking good. All right, we're back here in Atlanta again. The Falcons trailing the Dolphins 31-3. The Dolphins look really good today. They look amazing. So we'll see if the Falcons can get something going in garbage time. I don't know, but it does not look good. And it looks like Falcons fans are leaving. There's a lot of empty seats now. Field in the end zone. He's at the 10, the 15, and he doesn't even get to the 20. And the Dolphins, again, they are flying high. These are the Dolphins we saw a few years ago. And this is actually really nice to see because, again, the Dolphins, when they are really good, again, when they were good a few years ago, they were great. You need every team in the NFC South to lose today except for Tampa. That would make the day perfect. There we go. Peptides. Come on, what is peptides? Is that like the Pepto stuff? Got shout out by Carolina. Got 3. Yeah, I know. That is bad. Playoffs? Don't talk about the playoffs. Yeah. First and 10 here at the 20. Cousins in the shotgun. Jumps back looking. Steps up. Fires. It's caught at the 25 and immediately dropped down. Pitts with the 5-yard catch. Seems to be Tampa probably going to run it with it. Yeah, probably. Probably. I mean, I don't know. I don't get the Falcons hype. They're hyped every year. I just want to see it. Not to be disrespectful to any Falcons fans here. As Cousins drops back, dumps it over the middle. It's caught at the 29 and immediately slung down. That is Bijan Robinson on the catch, a gain of 4. But yeah, the Falcons are kind of like the Chargers. They're always like, every year it's like, hey, this will be the year that they take that step forward. I just need to see it. That's all I want to say. Cousins hands it off up the middle to Robinson, making a few guys miss and gets the first down. Robinson have to work really hard to get those 3 yards, but he does get it. Falcons don't have a QB. They just wasted a pick. Well, again, Penix ain't playing. First and 10 here at the 32. Cousins in the shotgun. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle, steps up, fires. It is incomplete. Mooney wants the call, but no, that was incidental contact. There was really nothing there. So 2nd and 10 coming up. NFC South hasn't been really competitive for a few seasons. Yeah, no, it really has. Well, the Falcons kind of there. There's just a few games below. Amy Son's coming to visit me, the number 7 shirt. Oh, yeah, again, a legend. Your son is the best. Thank you. Chargers Reality Tech. Yep. They should trade Pitts to Pittsburgh. Oh, yeah, we need another tight end, Denny. we don't have enough. 2nd and 10 at the 32. In the shotgun is Cousins. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle. Checks it down, actually. Caught at the 35 and hit hard at the 40. The clock will stop temporarily. They've been Super Bowl bound for decades. Yeah, the Chargers. Yep. Es impensable que te gane ese equipo muerto y en tu casa. Sí. Very embarrassing. Oh, I don't know how to say embarrassing in Spanish. Let's see here. Again, I appreciate you, Lax Coach, but you're kind of spamming here. So we're going to go and put you in a timeout. I understand that probably won't make you happy, but I do appreciate you commenting. But again, just spamming. I got it. Again, they're losing. It is what it is. They're losing. It's okay. They're losing. It happens. People lose all the time. I don't know if you knew that. There are no undefeated teams. These happen. Blowouts happen. So 3rd and 8. Ball at the 34. Cousins in the shotgun. Cousins drops back. Steps up, checks it down. It's caught by Pitts, who is blown up. Oh, man. Jeez, what a big hit. That was Minka Fitzpatrick, the former Steeler. He was actually one of my favorite players for the Steelers. Sad that he's gone. Dolphins player is injured, though, so it's 4th and 7 here I imagine the Falcons will go for it. Jeez, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. He may have left, but yeah, Lax, you're looking back at it. Jeez, how many comments? I just have to. Jeez. Again, it's fair. Trash talk is fine, but like literally, again, they're losing. It happens. It happens. It totally happens, folks. I mean, blowouts happen. Bengals leading 31-22 over the Jets. Patriots 30-7 over the Browns. Eagles 24-13 over the Giants. Bills 40, Panthers 3. Ravens 16, Bears 13, Texans 23, 49ers 15. Just look back last weekend. Jaguars got blown out. They're still 4-2 or 4-3. I mean, they're okay. Dolphins, of course, they got blown out last week. They came back and won this week again. It's just any given Sunday, man. That's just the way it goes. Buccaneers again. They played terrible on Monday night, and you know what? Looking at a bounce back performance today against the Saints. You never know. Again, that's the NFL. Any given Sunday. You don't come to play, you're going to get wrecked. That's just the way it goes. Your teams lose a lot? Yeah. Vergüenza. Sí. Yeah, again, with the Spanish, my mom always speaks to me in Spanish. I respond in English. That's how it goes. I can understand it, but, there are times where I just brain fart. Raiders shutout, Fresno State shutout, Dodgers lose game 1. Jeez, that is tough. Dolphins are killing the Falcons. Yep, they are, Jacob. I mentioned Pittsburgh and Minka. Yeah. I don't know. I feel bad for Minka. I don't know. I feel like he was made the scapegoat. You're a Raider fan, you know that. Oh, so you and Joseph, Raider fan. I have a lot of Raiders fans here. A lot of Raiders fans that have subbed to the channel. I got a true Raider fan. Then there's Token, which he pops in every now and then. And Barosada. I thought that was pregnant, or is that something else? Am I thinking of something else? Embarrassed, though. Yeah. But yeah, no, it's pretty bad. Yeah, the Falcons just getting wrecked. So again, it's going to be a 4th and 7. We'll see what they do here. I imagine they'll go for it. I mean, I don't know. Baltimore just went up by 2 scores. Wow. Jeez, 4th and 7 here at the 35. They need to get to the 42. They're going for it here on 4th down. Trips to left, 1 receiver to the right. Cousins drops back, quickly fires. It's caught by Pitts. Pitts spinning forward, and he is short. Oh, my goodness. I'll tell you what. Obviously, you can blame Cousins, and you can blame a bunch of things right now for the Falcons. But I'll tell you what. One thing that bothers me so much in the NFL now is it's 4th and 7, right? Why? Why throw it in the flat? Why not throw it the 7 yards so if he catches it, it's a first down instead of, all right, now we caught it. Now he has to work to get the first down. That makes no sense to me. It's one of the stupidest things I've seen in the last 5 years, really. Unbelievable stuff. 1st and 10 here for the Dolphins. Looks like Tua's still in the game. I imagine very soon you'll see the backups, whether it's Zach Wilson or Quinn Ewers. Tua in the shotgun, receiver to left, receiver to the right. Tua drops back, looking over the middle, fires. It is caught at the 25. This is Waddle. Cuts inside, makes a guy miss at the 20. Brought down at the 19. Jalen Waddle, I'm telling you, he is so good. 99 yards, 5 catches. Embarazosa. Okay. Been asking the same question for years. Googled it. Nightbot. Oh, Nightbot is it's a bot. It's a bot, Eduardo. Nightbot is it's a AI in a way. Not AI, but it's not a person. 1st and 10 here. Tua under center at the 19. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Tua tosses to Achane, and Achane really can't find anything as he's brought down at the 19. It's pretty dumb. Yeah, I don't understand, Chris. It's one of the dumbest things I've seen in football the last 5 years. Has Showing Josh Allen, the second quarterback ever to score 70 career rushing touchdowns. So congratulations to Josh Allen. Nightbot is Skynet. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. I got Skynet on my side, so hopefully that should help me out later down the road. 2nd and 10 at the 19. Tua under center. Receiver to left, receiver to the right. Gordon in the backfield as Tua rolling to his right, fires. It is knocked away and actually kicked away, really, by the defender. Incomplete. I don't know what Tua was doing there. Players too worried about stats percentages. Yeah, sure, 75% completion rate, but you got like 1 for 10 on third downs. Yeah. On that one, that was a screen, but I get what you're saying. It's really dumb. Carl's a big dude to do that. Yeah. Atlanta's this year's NFL Jekyll and Hyde team. Yeah, any given week, Frederick, they could pop off and beat the Bills, and then, of course, they'll get blown up by the Dolphins at home. It's really odd. That's the NFL for you, though. 3rd and 10 at the 19 as Tua hands it off up the middle of 8 chain. He's fighting forward, but is driven backwards after a gain of a yard or so. That'll make it 4th and 8. Eduardo Vida, you're cool. Thank you. Again, I appreciate it, Eduardo. 31. Last I looked, it was 13-3. Yeah. It's been a one-sided affair. The Falcons did not show up to play. Really thought it was going to be a close game. Me too. That's why I picked it. I'm thinking, man, it's going to be an underrated game. It's going to be a good game. Nope. Just kidding. 36-yard attempt from the left hash. It is up, and it is good. So, 34-3 with 8:36 left to go here. Here in the fourth quarter. That happens way too much. So, it looks like they will stay here, actually. No commercial break. Nice. Would be nice if this ended earlier. An early game, like, before 3. That gives me a little time to rest. Again, a reminder, folks, I'll be doing another game right after this, as I'll be doing the the Buccaneers and the Saints. So an NFC South day, pretty much. So look at that. Again, Buccaneers, Saints right after this. And then, of course, tonight I am doing Packers, Steelers. That's a game that I've been really thinking about for a long time, to be honest with you. I'm ready for it. And hopefully you guys will join me for that. If not, that's okay. Again, it's a long Sunday. You guys are free to do whatever you'd like. But just letting you know, if you guys are looking for a home later, and of course, again, the game after, I got you covered. Lodi Dolly, we came to party. Yeah, iPad's dying. I'll be seeing you guys around. Keep chilling, Doc. Thank you again. Appreciate it, Joseph, as always. As here is the kickoff, and that's going to be fielded in the end zone. He's going to take a knee for a touchback. Looks like the Falcons ruined my $2 parlay. That is tough, Donovan. Here all day. Appreciate you, Robert. Again, appreciate you. It's going to be a fun one. Oh, yeah. Packers-Steelers night game. Yep. Packers-Steelers is the night game. Jeez, the bots are out here and thriving. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Falcons. Again, I don't know if Cousins still out there or not. Yep, he is. 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Cousins drops back, looking, fires. It is caught at the... No! He got rocked. Knocked away. Hodge had a hand on it, but again, good defense by the Dolphins to knock it out. 2nd and 10. I got the Packers tonight, Doc. Oh, yeah, I totally get it. Packers are good. 2nd and 10 here at the 35. Cousins in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle, checks it down. It's caught at the 40. And that's pretty much it, as the Dolphins are all over it after a gain of 5. I don't think I can watch it. I don't get Sunday Night Football. Oh, it's all good. But hey, I got you covered right here. At least there's no 9 a.m. Yeah, that resumes again, I think, 2 weeks from now. Packers 33, Steelers 24, probably. Myles Garrett, 5 sacks today. Geez, they're still going to lose. Cousins fires. It is incomplete. Pass intended for Hodge. But the throw was just a little bit high for him. All right, see you later, Lax. Again, I told you, you're just spamming all the time. So we'll catch you later. You have a good one. My home was next to the Orange Bowl, so the Dolphins, even though 72 Dolphins, my house was four blocks from the Orange Bowl Stadium. Cool. Nice. 4th and 4 at the 41. In the shotgun is Cousins. Cousins drops back, looking, steps up, fires. It is caught at the 49, brought down at the 50. And that is a brand new set of downs for the Falcons. Packers 24, Steelers 13. It won't be close. I mean, again, I can see it. No forward progress fumble call. That is in the Bears game. Jeez. 1st and 10 at the 49. Cousins in the shotgun. Cousins drops back, looking, steps up, fires down the right side. That is no one there except for Douglas, the Dolphins corner. I don't know what in the world happened there, but it falls incomplete. So 2nd and 10 coming up for the Falcons. Again, they're just looking to get something going here. I'm sure they would like to finish with, 2 digits at least on the scoreboard. Cousins in the pistol. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Cousins drops back, looking over the middle. Fires. It is caught wide open at the 35. He's at the 30, spinning around, and is brought down at the 26. Panthers are getting blown out. Yeah, they are holding. It's bad. Steelers 33 from the 33 throwbacks. Packers 27. Cheese gets stuck in the end. Yeah. Hey, I'll take it. I don't know. I'm really worried about it. Injured Dolphin here on the field. That is Minkah Fitzpatrick, the former Steeler, of course. So we'll see what happens here. So again, it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line after the injury. I think it'll be 27-20. 27 is the Packers' lucky number this year. Yeah, the Packers, every single win, every time I've called a game, they've scored 27 points. In the Bears game, should have been helmet-to-helmet penalty on the Ravens. Oh, really? Well, I mean, the Bears are the Bears, I guess. I don't know. The Bears, they're obviously winning, but I don't know. I don't think they're that great. I mean, I don't know. I could be wrong. But again, this is what's happening across the NFL. No games have concluded yet. Again, the Bengals leading 38-24 over the Jets. Patriots leading 30-13 over the Browns. Eagles 31, Giants 13, Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 23, Bears 13, and the Texans 26, Niners 15. Yeah, a lot of blowouts today. Jeez. So 1st and 10 at the 26. Cousins in the shotgun. Receivers to left, receivers to the right. Cousins drops back, steps up, fires. It is caught in the flat at the 25, and that is it. As Sills is wrapped up quickly for a gain of 1. Will tonight be the first time Rodgers is playing Green Bay? Yes. Panthers going to be 4-4. Hey, 500 is pretty good. 2nd and 8, ball at the 24. Cousins drops back, fires. It's caught at the 20 and is brought down at the 19. So 3rd and 3 coming up for the Falcons. Cousins trying to work quickly. Robinson chilling on the sideline. I don't know what's going on there. So 3rd and 3 at the 19. Cousins in the shotgun. Cousins drops back, looking, dumps it over the middle. It is caught at the 8. He was hit hard. That was Mooney on the catch. And now it's 1st and goal for the Falcons as they're inside the 10 as we're ticking under 6 minutes in this one. So Cousins in the pistol, trips to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Cousins hands it off up the middle to Algier. Algier going to get a couple as he's brought down at the 6. Let's see here. The announcers talk about, they will talk about it all the time. No fumble, Baltimore. Okay. Who's the most famous Steeler of all time? Probably Terry Bradshaw. If I had to guess. Derek Brown got hurt for the Panthers. Not familiar with Derek Brown, but hopefully he's going to be okay. Injuries always or a drag. As Cousins hands it off to Algier at the 5, and he extends. Did he get there? Touchdown, Atlanta Falcons. No, Bijan Robinson. Pretty much on that drive. I don't know what happened. As Algier gets into the end zone for 6, and it's now 34-9. They're showing a Falcons fan sarcastically cheering. That's pretty funny. Terry Bradshaw. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Terry Bradshaw's probably the most famous Steeler. Second best for the Chiefs. I met your idol Len Dawson, your favorite player. Oh, wow, really cool. Len Dawson. Yeah, he's a Super Bowl champion. Actually played for the Steelers. Was cut in training camp, I think, as that is going to be. The extra point is up. It is good. 34-10. I think he beat the Vikings, I think. The Chiefs Vikings. Hank Stram. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, Eduardo. 34-10. Dolphins, of course, over the Falcons with 5 minutes to go in this one. Again, we're just kind of waiting for the conclusion. Again, the Dolphins most likely going to win, and they're going to be 2-6, getting their first road victory of the season. And the Falcons will have to do some soul searching as they'll fall to 3-4, losing again to the 1-6 Dolphins. That is a rough one. But Mean Joe is the Steelers. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, hey, he's probably the best Steelers of all time, but I feel like the most famous, considering that Terry's always on the TV, you know. I would say that's a fair one. I think, again, a lot of the, the Gen Xers, the Boomer generation, that Coke commercial, I think that one is a lot of people will remember that. Millennials, maybe. I don't think millennials were born then. When was that commercial? Was that in the 70s or 80s? I'm not too sure. But yeah, I would say, yeah, maybe it would probably be 50-50. But I feel like most Steelers fans today, most popular Steeler all time, probably Terry Bradshaw. Or most known. I forgot what the question was actually already. Who's the most famous Steeler? Yeah, famous. All right, they're going to go with the onside kick. It is up, and it is almost recovered by the Falcons. He had it in his hands, but then he let it go. Felipe Franks, we've said his name plenty of times today as he's cost the Falcons with penalties, and then he cost the Falcons with the for sure. Wow, that was, yeah, he got it after 10 yards too, and then he just let it go. That's a killer. He's good, but like their best player on the defense. Yeah. Len played for the Steelers 57-59. Okay, interesting. Bradshaw, Lambert, Polamalu must be nice having such greatness that beats Walter Payton, Dick Butkus. Then, well, you guys have Gale Sayers. Mike Singletary was pretty good. Bill Cowher's my favorite Steeler. Oh, yeah, he was great. 1st and 10. We have a new quarterback handing it off up the middle. This is right, breaking a tackle and brought down at the 42. I believe that is Zach Wilson at quarterback. All Steelers players are the best. Yeah, the 70 Steelers are awesome. Who is the backup for Rodgers if he gets hurt? That'd be Mason Rudolph. Hopefully that doesn't happen. Hopefully we don't even want to think about Rodgers getting hurt. That would be the season right there. There are a few select Steelers fans that think Mason Rudolph is the second coming of Jesus. I'm not even kidding, but no, I assure you he's not that good. Wilson is in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Wilson takes the snap, hands it off up the middle to right, and right is slung down. I think he got 3 there. He did, as he's brought down at the 39. Brian Piccolo, yeah, Brian's song, yep. Brian Piccolo and Gale Sayers. Ticking under 4 minutes here. Again, the Dolphins leading 34-10 over the Falcons. The Dolphins, again, just trying to just run out the clock at this point. I mean, it's been a far gone conclusion. Again, a reminder, I'll be covering another game in about 20 minutes or so as the Buccaneers and the Saints will be featured on this channel. So again, I do appreciate you guys for hanging out. If you want more football, I got you covered. As Wilson hands it off to right up the middle, and he's got the first down as he's brought down close to the 40-yard line. Or pardon me, 36-yard line. My bad. What was I just looking at then? Rudolph had his chances good as a backup for a reason. Yeah, 100%. Oh, Urlacher as well. That's a good one. Devin for a 1 yard. Oh, I am very sorry, man. They have just taken out the starters. So I'm very sorry, thoughts. 1st and 10 at the 36. Wilson in the pistol. Again, they're just trying to chew out the clock. Sending a man in motion as Wilson hands it off up the middle. And he's not going to get much as he gets a yard. So, yeah, I'm sorry, thoughts. That is tough. That is so unfortunate. Just pop some popcorn for your stream today. Heck yeah. Troy Polamalu, my favorite Steeler ever. Oh, yeah. Hey, he was great. He was at one point mine. But then Ben Roethlisberger kind of took that over after they all retired. He was the last one left from the 2000 Steelers. So 2nd and 9 here for the Dolphins. Looks like they're going to go ahead and let this tick down to the 2-minute warning. Again, 34-10 is your score. Everyone forgot the one quarterback who was great. He was number 17. Would have been a great QB. Can you name him? Number 17. I'm assuming you're probably referring to a 70s or 80s quarterback. There's quite a bit. I don't know. Did Burt Jones have number 17? I don't know. I could be wrong. Burt Jones, he was one that many people talked about back then. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. He was number 17. That could have been great. But, I don't know. Folks, again, appreciate you guys for hanging out. Make sure again to like and subscribe. Again, I'll be doing the Steelers-Packers tonight, and as well, again, Buccaneers and the Saints right after this. So, again, I'm on here all day. Looking over some scores, the Jets have made it a one-score game. Looks like that's pretty interesting. 38-32, Bengals over the Jets. Maybe that was the game to do. Jeez, let's see here. Patriots 30, Browns 13. Patriots are driving. The Browns looking not so great. Eagles 38, Giants 13. Of course, you can say the Scotto injury really switched the game. Oh, for the Steelers. Who was number 17 for the Steelers? Trisk, you would probably know. Who was 17 for the Steelers? Was Joe Gillum 17? I don't know. But Joe Gillum had his chance. He just flat out lost the job. Bills 40, Panthers 9, Ravens 23, Bears 16, and the Texans 26, and the Niners 50. Looks like this might be the first game that ends today if they just run out the clock here. Joe Gillum. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Joe Gillum. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Joe Gillum. But again, he had his. There's no reason to be ashamed. There's no reason to be ashamed. I mean, that's a long time ago. That's okay. And I wasn't even born. I just happened to know. I try to know as much Steelers history as I possibly can. NFL history in general, but of course the Steelers have been ingrained in me since I was just a child, but a child, really. Like a baby, really. I was born to be a Steelers fan. So I'm really passionate about them. Of course, I'm kind of, a little bit tamed. I've been tamed the last few years with how bad they've been. There was a time you could say I was obnoxious. You could say that. That was in my younger years when we were winning all the time. But then again, I was fighting against Cowboys fans all the time because I do live in Texas. So that probably brought that out of me. My point was the Steelers had so many great years of greatness. The Bears have 85. They had some good players for the Steelers in so many decades. 17 was running. Yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying. The Steelers have been consistently good as he hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get a couple. Falcons not using their timeouts. Again, they're just looking to conclude this one here. But yeah, I get it. I do feel bad. The Bears, again, they've just been, it's been a, they're good every now and then, for sure. I mean, in my lifetime, they had, of course, the Rex Grossman year. I believe that was 06. Devin Hester really was, he was definitely special. Then, of course, they had some years with Jay Cutler. But then I believe he got hurt And then Caleb Haney came in and couldn't beat the Packers. Yeah, that's tough. Of course, the backup quarterback, NFC Championship, hands it off to Wright down the left side, and he's tripped up, trying to stay in bounds, but he can't. And he runs out of bounds. Oh, what was Wright doing? Trying to stay in bounds, couldn't find it. Your old school NFL. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you later, Princess. We'll catch you later. What an idiot. What an idiot. Just stupid. Ravens win today, probably. 17, was that Cordell? No, Cordell was number 10. Cordell was number 10. 4th and 1. In the shotgun is Wilson. Wilson looking, swings it out. It's caught by Wright, trying to extend, and he's not going to get there. And that is going to be a turnover on downs. The Falcons will, I guess, have a minute, 2 to work with, I guess, to chew out the clock or try to get some, I don't know, just get something going. Slash was ahead of his time. Well, a lot of people say that, and he was, but the problem was, he wanted to be the traditional quarterback, and had he really, from what I understand, Cowher wanted him to use his legs a lot, but unfortunately, he didn't want to, so that led to him struggling with Kent Graham, which never should have happened. Kent Graham was terrible, but yeah. Looking back, I mean, all the interviews, Rod Woodson even said, dude, if you would literally Cordell wanted to be a pocket passer, as he hands it off up the middle, he crosses the 35 and brought down to the 40. But yeah, Rod Woodson said, if Cordell wanted to just be a pocket passer, no one would know who Cordell Stewart is. He has a gift and he just wouldn't use it. So that was his problem. He wanted to be, he wanted to be the Elway or the Marino or, Brady, of course, all that. He wanted to be like that. He wanted to be the passer, not really run. When clearly you see all the highlights of him, it's all with his legs, and it's frustrating. If he would just use his legs more back then, of course, that would have probably, Ben would never have been drafted because Cordell would probably still be the quarterback in 04. And who knows what would have happened, of course, with the Steelers during that time. But that's pretty frustrating. I think he got in his own way, unfortunately. We have the Devin Hester rookie card. Yeah. Brother went to Vietnam and on his Army helmet had number 19, Johnny Unitas. Oh, yeah, Johnny Unitas. That's cool. Screen name Princess. Yeah, I mean, guy's an idiot. Idiot. No room for that here. 1st and 10, handing it off up the middle, crosses the 40, and is brought down to 41. Slash was a cut above until he thought he was bigger than Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, he just needed to, that's frustrating. You see the talent, the coaches see the talent, but you want to do your own thing. So 2nd and 8, that might be the last play. I don't know if they're going to run a play. McDaniel asking, hey, is that the last play? It looks like no. Derek Gurney got bounced 5 yards back from one and still scored a touchdown. He is just so good. He is so good. And it looks like that's going to do it. All right, the Dolphins will move on to 2-6. And the Falcons will fall to 3-4. That is a devastating loss to the Falcons. If you wanted a chance in the NFC South, of course, again, there's still plenty of time. But yeah. Oh, they're showing off the Jets and Bengals here. It's caught at the 10, and he's brought down at the 6. Do I stay and cover this game or do I not? I do have to get ready. Oh, man. I have to get ready for the next stream. I want to kind of relax a little bit. Jeez, I don't know. I probably won't, unfortunately. In the future, I will. If I had more time, I would. But right now, again, I got to get ready for the next stream, which does feature the Buccaneers and the Saints. So, again, congratulations to the Dolphins fans here. You won 34-10. Of course, the Falcons soul-searching after this one. Got to go fishing. Appreciate it, Eduardo. Hopefully, again, you can like and subscribe. Appreciate you guys all for hanging out in this one. Again, I'll be back in about 10 minutes for the the Buccaneers and the Saints for Game 2 of DrDelay's triple header here on the channel. Catch you guys later. See you in the next one. If not, again, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. And congratulations, of course, to those of you that had success in the early window. I'll see you soon. Peace.